Hampton League Live. Welcome to your live coverage of the 3YBFM Hampton League Live Match of the Day, right here on Streamer, Australia's premier community sports streaming platform. The best coverage of local footy and netball on the Great South Coast starts now. For Warrnambool Nissan, Baitness Rural, McDonald's Warrnambool East and Central, Sungold Fresh Local Milk, and Harvey Norman Warrnambool. This is the 3YBFM Hampton League Live Match of the Day, live and free on Streamer.
Harvey Norman Warrnambool and Madden's Lawyers.
94.5 3YB FM.
Welcome back to Hampton League Live. It is Cobden taking on Terang Mortlake. This has been the pre-game, big pre-game too, all thanks to TGM Electrical. Let's go downstairs to Philip Kelly. And Cal, of course, we had Mickey Lowther on the phone. He dropped out on the way to this game, mate, but in game number 750, you've got him downstairs.
Yeah, Mickey, look, we apologise, mate. We lost you earlier on, but we, from all of us on the crew, and I think the football public in general, mate, we just want to wish you well for 750 days. Mighty effort. You've coached a lot of players and a lot of clubs over the journey. So, yeah, you must be pretty proud of yourself, and all we do is wish you well.
Thanks very much, guys. I really do appreciate it. It's been a long time coming, but yeah, I love my footy and just enjoy being out here.
And mate, how have you found the changes? You said that you started in 1984, which is incredible, 41 years ago. How have you seen the game evolve? Because obviously players don't stay in the game that long, and there would have been a lot of changes both to the game in general, but in particular umpiring. So you've been through that whole journey of 40 odd years. How have you found the changes to the game?
Yeah, they definitely have changed. Footy these days is a lot quicker, or maybe I'm just getting older, but yeah, it's definitely testing sometimes. You know, the new rules came in and different things like that, but we manage and we just do what we got to do.
Good on you, mate. We'll let you go. We're not far away from starting the coin toss. Will be on very shortly. But again, mate, from all of us, congratulations and good luck.
Thanks very much.
Hey, just quickly too, boys. Beautiful big whale off Logan's Beach right now. If you want to go and have a look down there on the Warrnambool Whales side, have a look at this one, Hilly. I'm just getting a little bit of footage just breaching out of the water. So get down to Logan's Beach and tune in and watch the footy from down there. If you want the sub, and you might see a bit of whale action.
The big fella, you'll be at home with the binoculars tomorrow, I dare say, scaling Logan's Beach and around the
He's usually
coastline.
peeping into other windows, but he's looking out to sea tonight.
As long as they're not peeking into mine.
I wouldn't have wanted to last Sunday night.
No way whatsoever. Hey, who wins this one? Boys, I'll start with you, Oz.
Got a good feeling about Cobden today. They're up and about. Big day here. Big crowd. Form's all right. Terang Mortlake, a serious side, don't get me wrong for a minute. So that battle in the middle is going to be interesting because there's some stars in the middle of the ground here for both sides. But like I said, I've got a really good feeling about Cobden at home.
Hilly?
Terang Mortlake for mine. Riley Hutchins back in the lineup. Played his first game in 4 weeks or 5 weeks last week at interleague level. Had 20-odd touches and kicked 3 goals. So if he can hit the scoreboard, he's certainly going to be a damaging player. But I do like the way that Terang Mortlake are going at the moment. Louis Taylor's going to be enormous for him as well. And interested to sort of see, what split maybe Hutchins and Taylor play forward and midfield and that as well, because we know Louis can kick goals. Two, Reece Buck's going to be a really key ingredient for mine. Obviously, probably going to handle the ruck duel. He'll take on against young Mottram, and I dare say maybe even Gus Walsh might even run through there as well, because they probably look a little bit undersized, the Bombers. But yeah, I think the Bloods.
Poss, who are you with, buddy?
Yeah, it's going to be a good game, and I just think that Terang Mortlake, they'd be absolutely filthy if they drop this game, because it's got to go a long way for them to make the 5. They can't afford to lose to teams below them on the ladder, so I'm going to stick with the Bloods, but it should be a good game. Just incidentally, Joey Arundel won the toss, and he's kicked to the town end, boys, so with the aid of a slight breeze, it's probably blowing a little bit from the far pocket at the Fonterra end to the bottom pocket here, so a little bit of an advantage to that town end to Terang Mortlake in this first quarter.
Really interesting one. This is a real toss of the coin. Both sides got some key personnel missing, and I'm just going to go. I think I'll stick with Hutchins coming back in. I reckon he's a big inclusion. Alex Maloney back last game, of course. He's a ripper. I'll go with the Bloods in a very tight one. This is going to be a really close contest. Player I want you to keep your eye on today, Eyes, as well, is young Matty Drayton, number 4 in the long sleeve. Electrifying forward. He's got some tricks.
Yeah, beautiful. I will do that in between races, Matthew.
And don't forget, we've got the quaddie comp going too for our
exactly.
man. Jezza O'Donnell it is too.
And 2 best bets have saluted this afternoon. I won't say who didn't, so the quaddie is certainly a necessity from you now, mate.
The left, Terry Bailey, of course. His best just saluted at 6.50 there.
And if you go out in the first leg of the quaddie today, then
put the
mate,
cue in the rat, mate.
I'm back in charge forever.
You are back in charge. Here we go. Umpire Mickey Lowther in game number 750. He holds the ball aloft and he says, "Get around me, boys." It is game on.
So it's going to be Buck up against Gus Walsh to start the ruck duel. Vic is in there against Smith. And Walsh got the tap down straight down the throat of Pekin against a Matty Kemp. Kicks towards centre half forward. Mottram up against Maloney. Maloney did really well. That was Alex. Now it's Harvey Roberts. He's kicking on the 45. Goes out too wide. And a free kick will go to the Cobden Bombers. So Herschel on true centre wing goes laterally short. And he finds Hickey. He'll go back to Herschel. Just tries to improve the angle. It's a dangerous kick. Wasn't one of his best. And a nice mark taken there by Riley Hutchins. Kicks towards a vacant goal square. It's going to just make the journey in the end, but it goes to the right and a minor score. So the Bloods one behind, the Bombers yet to score. 47 seconds gone, first term.
Good to see Hutchins. Of course, he played last week, which is brilliant, straight back in from injury. Buck flies, big fist over the top. Bombers have got numbers far out of sight. I think it's going to be a free kick, and I think it's going to go. Is it going to go to Buck or Cobden? It's going to go to Cobden. Not too sure what that one was. I think he made fair attempt at the contest there, so... Either way, the resultant free kick goes to the Cobden Bombers. So far out of sight, not his best option, but a mark has plucked there, and it's that man that's come in, which is not Drayton, Mottram. Kicks further afield. So just getting my head around a couple of these Cobden Bombers. There's some new players. Big Mickey K's the target. Good fist away that time by Maloney. Handball comes out. Here's Drayton. He gathers. He goes over the top to Smith. Ducks through traffic. Gets it back to Drayton and bang on cue. Matty Drayton kicks the first of the afternoon for the Cobden Bombers. He's an excitement machine. I love what he does. He's got some tricks, and the Bombers go to 1 straight 6. The Bloods 1 behind 1 point, and that is on the National Tile scoreboard.
Yeah, and I'll tell you who'd be really rapt with that. Young Drayton, you said it, Matty, keep an eye on him, but I reckon Possum Kelly, mate, because there's not enough long sleeve players these days, Poss, and you're one of the greats. No reaction.
Bueller.
100% that's exactly right. Sorry, boys, I was turned off there, but you won't be able to miss young Drayton. They call an arm of tattoos a sleeve. So I'd already call him a trouser, I suppose, because he's got that left leg heavily tattooed, boys.
The leg stickers.
He's a ripper, Drayton, I'm telling you. He's an excitement machine. So the ball's back in the middle. Walsh and Buck go up at it again. Here goes Smith. He gets a handball further afield. So the Bombers getting their hands on the football here early. Goes over the top of the head now, gathers, goes back inboard. Roberts is there for the Bloods. Good contest. There's Drayton again. A little kick goes out further afield to Vickers, goes back to Louis Taylor. Taylor just steps through traffic. Kick not good, and it's been intercepted. The Bombers will launch once again.
Yeah, so they'll look for another inside forward 50. So umpire just allowing the player just to go back behind his mark, and now he's called him to play on. So he's a little bit indecisive. The handball goes forward to Pekin. The 1-2, Hickey. Half forward, the ball is still alive, but now it's the Bloods through Vickers. Got it to Reece Buck, and he's got pace to burn. End up getting a tackle. Intercepted, marked by Henry Robertson. Now he's got a teammate on the outer side. They flick it over the top, and they're going to go inside 50 for the second time. Coronius, Mottram, some players around the contest. Hutt was there as well. Free kick. It's going to go to the Bombers. It's going to go to, I think it might be Joe Hutt. perhaps, or is it Mottram? No, the first gamer in Mottram. So the youngster, first kick at Hampton League footy, could be a goal.
So is he an under-18 kid, Hilly?
Under-18 kid. Under-18 captain 2025. Represented Hampton in the under-17s last year in Interleague. And I reckon he's had a game this year where
Gets his opportunity.
He does, and he's had a game this year. He kicked 10 in the under-18s as well, so he knows where the goals are. So for their second in a row, Ryan Mottram on debut comes in, keeps it low, keeps it flat, and it's touched and punched over the line there by Alex Maloney on the last line defence. So on the national tile scoreboard, 1-1-7 Cobden. The Bloods are one behind, and we've played 4.5 minutes, Gregory.
Yeah, mate, great start to the Bombers. Dominated out of the middle to this point in time. Hasn't really ventured anywhere near the Terang Mortlake forward 50, but they've gotten another chance here now with a mark on centre wing.
And it was good mitts there by Hamish Hobbs too, who got further afield to Hutchins. So Hutchins now, his kick was good. He spots up a teammate in Zeke Reeves. Reeves plays on quickly, kick goes inboard, good gather. Oh, here goes Hutchins again, just shrugs off one, right foot shot on goal, just fades to the right and goes through for a minor score. So the Bloods 2 behind 2 points, Cobden 1-1-7, national tile scoreboard. We have ticked over 5 minutes, and that is on the league contracting time clock here. First quarter action, Hampton League live footy at its absolute best. Good kick, straight up the middle to Grady Rook.
So Rook now will look down that outer side, half-back flank, finds a teammate, and the kick in execution was good. Now they get a bit of a running game going in the hands of Henry Robertson. Short kick, Mottram on the end of it, takes the chest mark, feeds it back, Robertson. Now they've got the run and carry. Here they go through Kemp, half forward. Went through his legs in the end. Fowler attacks it and is met straight away. And we'll have a stoppage right on the 50-metre line for the Cobden Bombers.
They look dangerous when they get that bit of run going, don't they?
Yeah, absolutely. In transition, they do. So Hobbs will do the ruck work up against Gus Walsh. 50 out from home. 2 inside forward 50s for 2 scores. Hickey did well, got the handball out. That was Roberts, I should say. Now they're just trying to control it. Roberts once again feeds it over the top. Walsh direction. Hickey's there to support. Walsh gathers handballs. Looks for Drayton. Feeds it to a teammate. Looks to centre the kick. Wasn't one of his best. Maloney's there. So is Coronius. Big Mickey handballs over the top. Looking for Drayton. And I reckon the ball has just stayed in. It's nearing the line. And it goes out of bounds. And we'll go to Poss on the boundary, all thanks to B&B Furniture Plus Mobility and Movement Solution.
Yeah, good on you, Hilly. Good start by the Bombers. They're really attacking the footy, and they got that run and spread happening. Now, if young Ryan Mottram's any good as his namesake, Craig, he represented Australia 4 times at the Olympics. So if he's any like Craig Mottram, he's in for a good career.
Tell you what, he's getting his hands on it early. Oh, so's big Mickey K. Just forced his way through. Here comes Roberts. He gathers. Yes, he does. Goes further afield to Vickers. Oh, he's wrapped up by Mickey. Good tackle, good pressure. Handball comes out, so it's scrappy play. There's Hewland. Umpire says play on. Mottram back to Coronius. Quick little chain of handballs. Kick goes forward. Pekin was the target, but the bouncing ball goes out of bounds. We'll have a ball up.
I was amused by you just then. You dropped the Gary Walsh. Yes, he does. Well, that might have been a bit of Bobby coming out. Loved it.
So big Mickey K now up against Alex Maloney. Good bit of body work there by Maloney. Handball to Hutchins. Hutchins to Crawley. Quick kick. That was Reed. Kick off the ground there by Heffernan. Goes and gets it again. Good play. And the young kids. So a couple of young kids. They're cracking it nice and hard. It's a physical contest. It is. 2 close town rivals. Here goes Sammy Thau for the Bombers. He gathers. Steps through traffic. Straight into the pressure cooker, and umpire Steve Walker says let's have a ball up. So about half forward flank for the Cobden Bombers. They lead 1-1-7. Terang Mortlake 2 behind 2 points.
Hobbs in the ruck up against Walsh, and Walsh got the palm down. And Roberts not going anywhere. We'll go for a secondary throw up between wing and half forward. So a 5-point margin. Walsh gets that left hand and did it well. Just couldn't quite get into the pathway of Herschel, but he gets the free kick for over the shoulder. Here they go through Yule and 60 metres out. Coronius to the back of the pack. Mickey didn't quite fall into his hands. Socket off the ground by the Bloods defence, and they concede a minor score. So,
under a bit of pressure, are they, the Terang Bloods at the moment?
Yeah, they've set up their wall across half forward. Very hard to exit. So Arundel plays on, looks to go directly down the corridor, 3-on-1, and an easy mark taken in the end by the Bombers right inside the centre square. So 1-2-8 to 2 behinds. Henry Robertson has been busy early, and he's just gone that short kick.
Looks a lot like the Gold Coast start last night. Furious at the footy and dominating early, Cobden.
Baxter goes towards the wing, buck contest, does well on the second effort, brings into Hobbs, who goes further through Vickers. He can go with a handball if he wants to. Out in front of Heffernan. Awkward bounce, picks it up nicely. Short kick inside, forward 50. Louis Taylor's there, as is Zeke Reeves. They get the quick kick out of defence. Slater tries to create. Busyness there across half back. Roberts will get the chip kick across half back. And he finds Luke Smith.
Yeah, Smith's getting his hands on it early, that's for sure. His kick goes further afield to Parker Walsh, who gathers, goes inboard, looking for Drayton. Kick just sat in his head that time. Good fist by Crawley. Coming through there was a player, and he's been pinged for holding the football. And the free kick.
A lot of opportunity there,
did not eyes.
Campbell Walsh, I reckon it might have been.
And Joey Arundel will get the resultant free kick. He plays on quickly. Kick had to be good, wasn't. Bombers got numbers back there at that contest. One of those was player number 18, and that is Sammy Lucas, who's been a good pickup for the Cobden Bombers.
The intent's enormous from Cobden. They're really putting the pressure on.
Luke Smith gets that resultant free kick for Cobden across half back, so he's happy just to square it off. They just want to possess the football here. Fowler's going to be the target, but he goes further afield now to Kemp. Misses the target. He's good enough to go and get it. He's got players in pursuit. Nice little kick to Darcy. That's Louis. He kicks down to a teammate. Nearly a one-hander that time by Roberts. Good play by the Bloods. Too high, and the free kick will go. And that's young Hamish Hobbs.
That'll be a good battle, that wing there, Matt.
He does look like his brother Darcy. Kick not good, and he's kicked it straight out of bounds on the full. And the resultant free kick will go to Eddie Walsh.
So one of 4 Walshes playing today. Short kick finds young Henry Robertson. So he's across half back, 1-2-8 to 2 behinds. 11 minutes gone on the league contracting time clock. The wing's the destination. Mottram out presents. Couldn't take the mark. Thou at his toes. Did well and finds Gus Walsh. Flicks a handball over the top. They look to get it moving through Geordie Fowler. Nice bit of work by Kane Johnson. Great to see him back in Hampton League footy. Goes towards Louis Taylor direction. Free kick to Louis. He was held on to. And is he within range? He might be just outside that range. He's about 55 from home. But we know he's quick off the mark, and he is a long kick at times. So Louis Taylor looks to centre the kick onto the lead, and that was smart. Good and kick. Zay Vickers takes a beautiful mark, and will have a set shot eyes.
Yeah, beautiful bit of play. He just, he's a smart footballer, we'd know that, but he just held on to the footy until something did present and delivered beautifully.
Good kick, wasn't it?
So the tackling machine, Xavier Vickers, who leads the competition in tackles, will have a shot 25 metres out directly in front, and this is to even up the contest here at the Cobden and District Community Bank Recreation Reserve. Comes in and pushes it far right.
Breeze out there, I think. Hilly looking with that kick.
Oh, we'll go to Poss and ask the question. Breeze down there, Poss, all thanks to B&B Furniture.
Yeah, I did mention in pre-game, Hilly, that is blowing in from the far pocket at this Fonterra end, or the the end where you boys are commentating from, to the opposite pocket as per the direction that ball went.
So it's blowing
southeasterly eyes. If you get your compass out, you're well done, mate.
That could be out of bounds on the full. I don't think it's touched anyone's hand. So does that still exist, that free kick?
If you run out of the square, it's not matty because you play on. Kick inside the square.
Old umpire, Poss, old umpire.
There you go. So boundary throw-in nonetheless. It's Walsh going up against Buck. They're going to go at each other all day. Little chain of handballs. Ewan under a little bit of pressure, and he was going absolutely nowhere, and we will have a ball up. So right at half forward, umpire Steve Walker. That's Gussie Walsh. It was a bit of a 0-0 draw there in the end. Vickers, who's been in everything. Handball calms out. Running on and just overrunning the football there, but Herschel good enough to gather.
Herschel Gibbs.
It is, and it's a pretty scrappy old affair at the moment, to be honest. There's not a lot of clean possession. And umpire Stevie Walker says, let's have a ball up. So let's go around the grounds. All thanks to Matt Hire, Tractor and Timmy Ludeman and the crew for all your hiring needs. They do absolutely everything. Down at Matt Hire, Ash Kelson, as we say, good afternoon. South Warrnambool taking on Koroit. What's happening up there, buddy?
Yeah, 21-minute mark of the first quarter. Koroit just got their first goal. South Warrnambool 1 goal, 2-8. Koroit 1-1-7.
And I'm hearing, mate, a knee injury to our man Taylor McHenry, which is not good for Sate's followers, mate.
No, he got carried off pretty early. Yeah, not good. Just sort of
good
buckled
kick
on him, and yeah.
Hopefully it's not too bad for our man at TJM Electrics. Hey, let's go to Skeeter Cannon. He's up at the Root Oval. Warrnambool taking on the North Warrnambool Eagles. Skeet, what's the latest up there, buddy?
Yeah, Luke Cody just kicked his second. He's kicked the 2 goals for Warrnambool. They're 2-1-13 to North Warrnambool 1 behind.
So the Blues and Cody, who's having a fantastic season.
Amazing season. Team of the year. Moral.
Oh, absolutely. He has been sensational, Luke Cody. And I'll tell you what, just back here was a nice mark by Vickers too. Pumped the Bloods into attack, but the Cobden defence so far has been resolute and standing up, and the ball goes out of bounds, and we'll have a ball up on that far outer side. Poss, as we sit up here in the rooms at the Cobden Bombers, good crowd downstairs and around this ground, isn't there?
Yeah, great crowd, Matty, right in front of us down here, or you boys down up there. It's a terrific crowd, and yeah, I don't think we're going to get anything in the way of rain, but that breeze has actually sprung up a little bit more too. And I know as if Luke Cody's not in the initial team of the year, it won't matter because Stewie will put him in anyway.
The old
we only need a
switcheroo.
one-man meeting anyway, that's for sure.
I love it.
It's just a gathering, you blokes.
That's it.
Yeah, just come around so I can change it
Have some
after you leave.
pizza. Yeah.
I love it. Hey, just around the grounds over at Hanlon Park, Portland 3-3-21 leading Hamilton, yet to score. Jake Wilson 2 goals so far in that contest. Back here, it's 4 points, 1-2-8 to 4 behind. The Bloods, so the Cobden Bombers in the first 15 minutes have kicked the only goal, and that was through Matty Drayton. Some clever, crafty work in that forward pocket.
Look at Mickey Lowther. He's had the fresh cut too for today, boys.
Oh, yeah. He's looking sharp, Mickey. There's only 2 blokes, I reckon, who've rocked the flat top. Well, 1 bloke who's rocked the flat top as well as what Mickey has in Hampton League footy. The boy by the name of Dave Colburn from Colway.
Yes,
he used to rap it very, very good.
I'd say Mickey's had the spirit level on the head this week, though. It is completely flat.
At Pontings. So here's Gus Walsh on true centre wing.
He bought it off the discount table, I during the week. Clearance stock.
No, he's a good man, Mickey Lowther. A very, very good man.
A legend.
And a good umpire as well. So centre wing, 4 points to the margin. The Bombers lead here at the Cobden and District Community Bank Reserve. Ball comes out, Slater gathers, feeds a handball to Louis Taylor.
He was running backwards trying to
Nearly
get
got
out
a
of
possession.
Puts it in the direction of Bark, and they're happy to concede Lucas. And a boundary throw-in will occur about 70 out from the Terang Mortlake goal. So they've had some opportunities, but just haven't been able to kick through the big sticks.
Been a good pickup, Sam Lucas, hasn't he, for the Cobden Bombers? He's a nice, solid defender.
Yeah, definitely.
So it's Buck and Walsh going at it again. Buck wins this one down. There's Vickers, who's been really busy in this first term. Little kick off the ground. It's been scrappy. There's Paulie Peakin. He's in and under as he is all day. So the Bombers into attack once again. Kick down the line. Oh, good use of the body. Oh, he's paid a hole. Jeez, I thought that was good that time.
Might have been a slight bit of contact just before it got there, Matt.
That was Joey Hart, but either way, Joey Arundel's got the resultant free kick. He kicks further afield, cutting off and taking a nice mark for the Cobden Bombers. Got to pick up who it is. Smithy. Lukey Smith. He's had a bit of it in this first term too, continuing his Richard Nixon form from last week. Joey Hart wrapped up in a strong tackle right in front of you, Poss, all thanks to B&B Furniture Plus Mobility and Movement.
Yeah, well, since that initial sort of little onslaught by the Bombers, boys, Terang Mortlake getting plenty of the footy, but they just can't convert, can they?
Tap down was good from Buck. Luke Smith gathers. And holding the ball, it's deemed by Tyler Vickers. So
just up the intensity a bit, Terang Mortlake.
Yeah.
I reckon it was all Cobden in the intensity stakes for about the first 10 minutes, but probably the last 7 or 8 belong to Terang Mortlake.
Goes down the line.
Probably wants to be, though, because I reckon it's a 2-goal win now by the looks of it. Like, that ball's carrying when they're kicking it, aren't they? So they probably need to get a couple of goals here.
Yeah, possibly. It's more across the ground, Matt, I think, but it'll probably, as the day wears on, we'll learn just what it's doing.
Good boundary throw in there. Smith in the action again. Jeez, he's had a lot of the footy early. And they chain a handball through Walsh to Pekin. Kemp, he gathers, is wrapped up. It was Darcy, I should say, not Kemp. What, they've sort of got similar hairdos, Matthew?
No, they have, mate. They have. And a lot of these Cobden Bombers, they're only young kids, but they all look similar, Hilly.
They do.
They must be giving out headbands down here. That's for sure.
The Bailey Smith.
So here comes Luke Smith again. He would have had 10 touches already.
And gets it again.
Yeah, absolutely. Hickey works it back. Now it's Walsh, standing start. Half forward, Mottram flies. Presented really nicely. Crawley tries to trap the footy. Mottram did well to get it again. He's wrapped up by 3 bloods.
Maybe a player, Mottram. I think he just presents beautifully.
Good size.
Where's Paddy Smith, Hilly?
I'm not sure where Paddy is. I'm not sure whether he's injured. I think he may be a little bit injured. I'm not sure what the injury is. But
hopefully it's nothing concussion-wise, mate.
He's a ripper, Paddy. There's no doubt about it. And a real good player for the Bloods. Kemp did well, got the handball out to Darcy. Inside forward 50. They fly. Fowler! Oh, no, it's a free kick against. And it's going to go to the Bloods, and Arundel's a recipient once again.
Jeez, he's had a bit of an early too, Joey Arundel. He's just such a good user of the football. Beautiful kick out to Alex Maloney. He goes long. Bouncing football. Running onto it on that far outer side. Harris goes inboard to Vickers. Vickers now's got players running for him. One of those is Buck. Kick had to be good, but it wasn't, and cutting it off, taking a nice mark. And the last line of defence was Sammy Thau for the Cobden Bombers.
Good lad too, isn't he? And lets the hair run freely. He doesn't worry about the headband like most of his teammates, and a good crop of hair on him too. You could make a nice jumper out of it.
Beautiful kick to Rook too. Rook squares it up to Gussie Walsh. Oh, great smother. Put that one down. That was Johnson. That was magnificent. That's a Peter Bosch Bridgestone Hall of the day. But the Bombers into attack. Here's Hewland. Left foot shot on goal. What's it done? Just fades to the left.
Had big Mickey Coronia sort of lurking on his own too there. But he took it on and only just missed.
Geez, that was a good smother by Kane Johnson. Just applying the heat. And good to see him back in this Bloods outfit too. So Joey Arundel plays on once again. Just goes,
kick.
That was
Look at the kick.
Fingertip perfect, just over the top of Paulie Pekin's mitts. Straight in the hands of Hutchins to Crawley. Crawley goes inboard now. Oh, geez, that was a nice mark too. And that was Heffernan Maxey. Beautiful kick to Buck. Buck wants to get the ball moving quickly. This defence has been good.
Doing a good job, Cobden defence.
They are doing magnificent. They're repelling every attack at the moment, but it's going to come back again because that kick's been cut off by Riley Hutchins. Beautiful kick this time. Yeah, nice. Oh, it just goes and bounces off the chest of Harris. He'd like to have that back again, and the ball goes out of bounds, and we will have a boundary throw-in.
So 1-3-9 to 4 behind. Poss, not a big scoring game, but a lot of good contest work.
Yeah, in general play, Hilly, it's been sort of zigzagging, hasn't it, between the two 50-metre lines, and both teams get plenty of the footy, but it's just that conversion. But that being said, in defence of the players out here, it is very blustery, so very, very hard to control the footy.
So Herschel will get the resultant free kick across half back. So he'll go short, finds Hickey, and they've been able to possess the footy well here. The Cobden Bombers are a good kicking side. So he's just asking for some Warriors to come down the line. Coronius, one of those that jumps at it. Smith in the action again. And it's holding on. It's going to go to a free kick. It'll be Tyler Vickers who will be the one who will get picked out by the umpire to get the free kick. So he goes laterally to Riley Hutchins.
So the Bloods, Louis Taylor's been playing forward. I reckon they're lacking a little bit of firepower up forward, aren't they?
Yeah, they probably... Well, I don't know what their best setup is for it either. Obviously you've got Reeves up there. Vickers has floated down there as well, as is Louis Taylor. And on cue, the coach will have a set shot at goal here, and he's had a great season in front of the big sticks with 14 already.
Well, he's such a hard matchup, isn't he? So I think they're looking for something down there, aren't they? Because, the other option's probably one of the Maloney boys.
Yeah, correct. So Louis Taylor, you would have seen what Vickers did earlier on in the piece, having a set shot at goal on what the wind can do. He's going to shoot from 40 metres out, comes in, and has kicked it extremely well, Louis Taylor. That's a great goal. A Lucas Brothers snag of the day from the coach.
He probably got to use a bit of the wind there. He was on the right side of the ground to just get a little bit of wind to help, but a beautiful kick.
He's a good finisher, isn't he?
Oh, yeah.
He's a beauty, and that's why I think they're trying to isolate him a little bit forward today. I think him and Hutchins might be changing forward, which Poss and I don't mind it.
No, it's a great... Well, he's going to be a good player wherever he is, but... yeah, certainly if you get the ball forward enough, he's going to create havoc because he's just such a hard bloke to play on, isn't he?
So 1-4-10 Terang Mortlake leading Cobden 1-3-9, 24 minutes gone. In this first term, Buck and Walsh were teammates last week, opponents this week. Free kick, Hutchins was held on to without the football. And good to see Riley back into the frame. Goes towards half forward, Taylor territory again, holding on. It's going to go the Bombers' way this time around. And Matty Kemp, who looks like he's going to have the head-to-head roll against Louis Taylor, has got the free kick. So now where will he go? Short by foot, half-back. Henry Robertson takes the mark, who's had plenty of the football early. Possum Kelly riding the whip down there at the boundary line.
Poss is punting up, I think.
Stop the rock, boy.
Billy Egan.
Stop the rock.
The Payne stable going sensationally well too.
So Edmund Walsh
Concentrate down there, Poss.
goes across the face, puts his teammate under a little bit of pressure there, but they're able to get it out. Fouls the target, and a nice mark taken there in the end by Fowl, who was able to get that bit of separation.
Yeah, it was a nice kick by Lucas. So Sammy Fowl, 25 minutes gone, and sells a little bit of candy there, Fowl. Kicks down further afield. Buck gets the front position. Plenty of numbers around the contest here. Handball comes out. There's Angus Ewell, he's just ran over the line. Not happy with the attention he got. And the boys getting to know each other downstairs. And we will have a boundary throw in smack bang on centre wing. Let's go around the grounds. All thanks to Matco Hire, Ash Kelson, South v Karoy. What's the latest, Ash?
Crowder just having a shot at goal number 5, which is Jack Block. And he has kicked a point. So it's 2-3-15 Karoy. Both goals for Connor Burns. And South Honourable still 1-2-8 at the 30-minute mark of the first quarter.
Beautifully done, mate. The Bombers into attack. Nice pick up there by Hutt. Handball goes further afield to Molan. Molan gets a quick kick, but cutting it off and reading it well there was Harvey Roberts. Oh, that was a beautiful kick by Roberts to Alex Maloney. The Bombers got numbers back here. They done well there because I thought the Terang Bloods were out over the back. One of those players is Buck. He goes further afield. Louis Taylor, he gets a handball over the top. That's to Reeves, runs into a bit of trouble and holding the ball. So that was good defensive play, a good tackle, and Matty Kemp will get the resultant free kick. Let's go to Skeeter Cannon, North Warrnambool v Warrnambool at the Reed Skeet. What's the latest, buddy? All thanks to Matco Hire.
Yeah, quarter time here, Matty, and it's Warrnambool 2-3-15, leading North Warrnambool 1 behind.
Any breeze up there, Skeet?
Nah, none, mate.
Beautiful conditions for football. I like it. That is around the grounds, all thanks to Matco Hire. So here goes the Cobden Bombers. Once again, the Portland Tigers, they're off to a flyer, 3-3-21, leading the Hamilton Kangaroos 1 straight 6. The other game, it will start at
3 o'clock.
3 o'clock, which is Camperdown v Port Fairy.
So ball in the hands of the Bloods, and the corridor awaiting there is Hutchins. But the quarter-time siren beats them all, and it's a 1-point ball game here at the Cobden Recreation Reserve. Terang Mortlake 1-4-10, leading the Commas 1-3-9. Louis Taylor, the goal kicker for the Bloods, and Matty Drayton, the goal kicker for the Bombers, Gregory.
Yeah, entertaining start. Both sides, both sides having good patches of football. And as I said, when the pressure's on from Cobden, I reckon they look very, very good. Their backline's done a great job, as probably have Terang Mortlake, because it's spent a bit of time with Cobden in attack too. So it's probably a battle of the half-backs at the moment, Matty.
Yeah, no, look, it's a scrappy affair, but it is blustery out there, I think. So, there hasn't been a lot of open ball, free-flowing movement as yet. But, it's a real tight contest. The Cobden Bombers, they are 139. Terang Mortlake 1410. That is on the national tile scoreboard. Greg Kelson, just give those quaddie numbers out because first leg of the quad won't be too far away.
Well, yeah, I'll give the first leg one. We'll listen to that little siren first. 1, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 17. And I think we'll go forward from there, Matthew, should we be still alive. How does that sound?
I like it.
So we've got lots.
And we're playing for Jez O'Donnell this afternoon. Jez, hopefully we can send off something your way.
It wasn't Jez O'Donnell, was it? It was Eddie.
No, Eddie's his son, I think. So,
right.
Jez has got the job done today. Hey, listen, first quarter down, entertaining game, big crowd here. It's country round at the Cobden Recreation Reserve. The Bombers leading or trailing by 1 point, I should say. The Bloods, they are 1-4-10. Cobden 1-3-9. We'll take a break and come back with second quarter action right after this on your home of football netball 94.5 3YB FM.
3YB FM's Hampton. 3YB FM's Hampton League Live.
For our broadcast partners, Warrnambool Nissan, Badeness Rural, McDonald's Warrnambool Eastern Central, Sungold Fresh Local Milk and Harvey Norman Warrnambool.
It's a place for the coaches.
Pickles are coming off and the bacon's going on.
The defenders.
Oi. Ooh.
And those who love a good smother. What? And at full time, you always go home with the chocolates.
Badeness Rural is locally owned and committed to serving the needs of the local community with a huge range of over 6,500 products and services backed by almost 150 years of industry experience and knowledge. The range includes pet and stock feeds, dairy, beef and sheep farming supplies, hobby farm supplies, rural equipment and tools, plus agronomy services including seed and chemical supplies. Drop in and see the team today at Badeness Rural, corner Raglan Parade and Karamat Road, Warrnambool.
The wait is over. All new Nissans have arrived in Warrnambool and it's been worth the wait too. Sharp modern design with the latest in all new tech and safety. Prepare to be moved by the all new Qashqai, Pathfinder and X-Trail. Come and see the team at Warrnambool Nissan today.
The world's #1 training method is at Warrnambool 24/7 Gym and Fitness. High altitude and oxygen training. Just add these to your training and feel the results. Find out more at Warrnambool 24/7 Gym and Fitness, Homemaker Centre, Warrnambool.
Dr. Xavier McKinnon here from the locally owned and operated Hampden Vet Clinic. We're now in Warrnambool and ready to look after your farm animals and available 24/7 if you need us. Pregnancy testing, lame cows, calf disbudding, we do it all.
Hampden Vet. Give them a call. They're good at what they do.
Time to get up, time to walk to the bus stop, open up the shop, time for you, time for me, love and everything you see. The sun is up, time to take on the world this time. Time to wake up, time to climb to the top. Welcome to the world where the sun is always gold and it's waiting just for you. Time to get into life where the sun is always gold. Sungold.
If I want to buy that house, I'll need a conveyancer. I should get online and...
In 200 metres, take the third exit onto Liebig Street.
I didn't turn on my GPS. Okay, I'm turning right.
In 100 metres, your destination will be on the left.
On the left.
You have arrived at your destination.
Southwest Conveyancing, but... Oh, well, that makes sense.
Take the hints to get you on the right path to buying your home. Contact the Warrnambool office or southwestconveyancing.com.au.
Warrnambool's Harvey Norman is the destination for electrical, computers, bedding and furniture. See your local team of experts from all departments for the massive range of products from the world's biggest brands. Explore TVs, audio, white goods and small appliances. Laptops, PCs, mobile phones and smartwatches. Indoor, outdoor furniture and recliners. Bedding and bedroom furniture all in the one store. Get the best advice from the local experts at the destination for electrical, computers, bedding and furniture. Your locally owned Harvey Norman, Raglan Parade, Warrnambool.
It's a place for the coaches.
Pickles are coming off and the bacon's going on.
The defenders.
Oi. Ooh.
And those who love a good smother. What? And at full time, you always go home with the chocolates.
You gotta get down to Pontings, they're the expert crew who are always here for you. It's where the locals go and the tradies know. You gotta get down to Pontings, we've got ya.
The wait is over. All new Nissans have arrived in Warrnambool and it's been worth the wait too. Sharp modern design with the latest in all new tech and safety. Prepare to be moved by the all-new Qashqai, Pathfinder and X-Trail. Come and see the team at Warrnambool Nissan today.
Hampton League Live.
For Warrnambool Nissan, Flying Horse Bar and Brewery, Warrnambool Sheet Metal, Luke Williams Real Estate and Pearson's Nursery.
94.5 3YB FM.
In Sausage Fingers Irving.
Yeah, got put here, boys. Put you just thought that quarter that the boys sort of sat back expecting that long kick when Cobden started chipping it.
Yeah, we sort of noticed that, especially early in that first 5 or 6 minutes when the Cobden were on. They were able to lead up and hit that target, and unfortunately our players were just sort of sitting off waiting for the long kick, which didn't happen.
Hopefully for you boys, they turn that around this quarter and get control of the footy and try and put some score on the board.
Yeah, that's the key, I suppose. We had plenty of chances, but we just couldn't hit between the big sticks.
Good on you, mate. Good luck for this quarter. Thanks, boys.
Yeah, interesting little insight there from Putty Irving, just on where they were just letting themselves down. And sometimes that can happen. When you're kicking with a little bit of a breeze, you tend to just kind of, looking for that long kick, just the bombs, I suppose, aren't you?
Yeah, absolutely. And like you said, Cobden, when they bought the pressure, they didn't make that easy for Terang Mortlake to do.
So half-forward line for the Bombers is where the ball is currently at, and Walsh did well in the ruck contest. They feed it out to Taylor for the Bloods, who gets it to a running teammate. Arundel spears the pass towards centre wing. It's going to be repelled here by the Bombers. A bit of a kick towards Darcy. Tries to trap it. Nice bit of work by Slater. Gets it to Xavier Vickers and just bangs on the boot for territory. Out presenting there is it Maloney up forward? It is. He's playing centre half forward this quarter. Maloney. Alex Maloney kicks it into the hot spot, and a beautiful bit of work there to Reece Buck, who takes the mark in between two Bombers, and he'll have a set shot about 25 metres out.
Yeah, we've got the racers out of the background well and truly, and that was a good play. And I watched Reece Buck there. He just ran forward hard. He's playing in the ruck, but just his work rate has been enormous. He's had a great year.
Yeah, he has, and he's such an athletic type as well. Covers the ground really, really well. So Reece Buck, he's been predominantly a forward this year for the Bloods. Obviously, without a necessity, he'll play a lot more in the ruck today. But to extend the lead out to 7 points, Reece Buck comes in, kicks from 40, it's a floater, and it just snuck in for a minor score. So 1-5-11 on the national tile scoreboard. Terang Mortlake 1-3-9 the Cobden Bombers. We've ticked over 2 minutes on the league contracting time clock.
So Alex Maloney's gone forward, 2 in this quarter. So they're obviously looking for that another target down forward, which we kind of spoke about in that first term. So he goes Sammy Thau. Jeez, that was just a floater. Just kind of floated it out there, to be honest. It was like a punt from the State of Origin on Wednesday night. Good pick up by Hewlin. Goes further afield to Rook. Back to Hewlin now. Left foot up. Kicks further afield. Big Mickey K's at target. Goes through the hands that time of Will Maloney. And the ball just bounces and dribbles across the line. No, it doesn't. Will keeps it in to Arundel. Now it will go out of bounds and we will have a boundary throw in far out of side. 1-5-11 the Bloods. 1-3-9 Cobden. National tile scoreboard. 3 minutes on the league contracting time clock. Farmers Day, massive crowd up here, and don't forget that the trucks, the hay bales, they are rolling into Camden about 5 o'clock tonight, which is going to be a sight to behold. There's Paulie Peake, snap around the body from Paulie. Gee whiz, I tell you what, that was something from nothing, Ice.
If you get over in that far pocket, Matty, at the town end, and you get the wind working behind you, it's quite obvious that the wind is carrying the footy there.
Jeez, it had some hang time too,
it was
the
a
footy.
Big kick, wasn't it?
Gee whiz, it had some hang time.
Been a great player, Pekin, hasn't he? He's got the next lot of young kids coming through that he's obviously nurturing at the moment.
And a good leader too.
That's a beautiful kick there. Ryan Tanner on the end of it for the Bloods. So Tanner, stop-start kind of football though at the moment. There's not a lot of run. Buck flies. Good fish from Thau. Reading it well off the pack was Kemp. Kicks it further afield to Fowler. Fowler running. Shot. I tell you what, that is a Lucas Brothers snag of the day. No, hit the post. She was,
and
that
he
would have
worked
been
the
a
bruise
goal.
pretty well too. He kicked it out so the bruise would bring it back, and just about, Matty.
Blood's on the counter-offensive now. Quick play on to Crawley. Has a couple of bounces. Buck's covered more territory than Burke and Wills. Free kick's going to go to Buck.
Yes, he has.
He's running ground like you wouldn't believe. He plays on quickly to Vickers. Vickers now. Alex Maloney's got the sit. Oh, good play that time by Lucas, getting back with the flight. Goes and gets it again too. He's in trouble though. He's in trouble.
He's a bit stiff, the young kid. I loved he made all the play then. Unfortunately, it was probably the right decision, but when you make all the play and you collared like that, it's a tough one, isn't it?
Tyler Vickers will go back and have a shot. 27 metres out, directly in front. Big kick. They need to hit the scoreboard here. 1-5-11 apiece. Kicking's not to its fore today.
No, they need an M. Stewart out there, don't they? Eh?
He wouldn't be kicking from this far out.
It might be out of his distant range, I
Cracks are
reckon.
whipping.
Tyler Vickers, he's
whipping.
missed it too. It's contagious, this kind of stuff, Poss. Like,
Yeah, it is.
you know, once everyone starts missing.
It was at Collingwood early last night.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
the little man in the head, isn't it? When you miss one and you think, gee, what's going to happen next time? Where do I sort of aim it? Yeah,
It's the yips.
50 metres here.
50 metres going to go against
bit
Louis.
stiff.
I think he moved on the mark.
Yeah, Herschel went to move, and then obviously Louis did too, but he didn't step off it. Bit of a tough one.
Here you go, the Bombers, though. Grady Rook. He's got a bit of space
look
and
at that
time in
kick.
front. That was magnificent. And guess who's on the end of it? It's
that-
little Ed Sheeran.
That was a good kick.
And Paulie Pekin will go back and have a shot.
And he's had a cider, so he'll be putting this through. Trent Hill.
He'll kick right on the 50-metre arc. And this will be against the play. It was good play too. Good foot skills. And Rook pinpointed. Paulie Pekin, who comes in, sits it out. Is it coming back? Not enough.
Ooh, I mozzed him
No,
up.
it's a goal.
Oh, you didn't moz him up.
It is a goal. It swung back late.
I thought if he kicked it enough to the left side of the goalpost, the wind could work it, and I thought he didn't quite get it right.
Jeez.
Just dropped in.
Ed Sheeran.
Just go back in, and yes, the shape of you. Head goes bang. So the Bombers go to 2-5-17. They lead the Bloods 1-6-12. Low scoring affair, but it's an entertaining game thus far. Trenny Hill, son of Phil.
It is. I just reckon that the Bombers have probably been a little bit cleaner by ball use, eyes.
Yeah, they probably have. Going forward, well, Terang Mortlake probably just haven't had enough of it forward, have they? When they've done it all right, but it's just not enough of it.
Zay Vickers did really well. Approaching there was Heffernan to Slater. Inside 50. Ball holds up. Taylor direction. On his tail is Kemp. Uses his speed, but he was caught. Walsh was there to assist. Here's Vickers. Walsh did really well. That was Edmund Walsh. And the handball from Pekin in the corridor was good to Roberts. Centre half forward. He's got a marking target. Good work there by a Rundle. Or maybe been a little bit of a errant arm high. That got the youngster. I reckon that might be Fowler. So Fowler will go short. Has to be good to Vickers. It's not a great kick in the end. And now it causes a 50-50 contest, and it's going to be a free kick to the Bombers. And that man again, Al Smith, Luke Smith, who's in the thick of the action. He plays on immediately, looking for a teammate. Good punch away. Fowler feeds the handball to Heffernan. Dispossessed. Pekin looks to square it around. Paulie Pekin. No, he just held its line and a minor score. So they're looking damaging inside forward 50, the Bombers. So they go to 2-6-18, leading the Bloods 2-5-17 to 1-6-12. 8 minutes gone on the national title scoreboard.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, he's looking dangerous, Paulie Pekin. We've got a blood rule here too, and it's young Fowler who copped that heavy hit there before. So he's a little bit ginger when he took that kick, so he's got a little bit of claret coming out of the honk. All thanks to Koroit Pharmacy. Poss, you'll go and get a little bit of Vaseline, you would imagine, and get that taped up.
A bit of the old hemorrhoid cream will come from Koroit Pharmacy, Matty. It'll come in handy, but no, they'll patch him up and get him back out there pretty quickly, I'd imagine.
And just got a text me, so Drought Support Victoria, they're not that far away now. Big convoy heading towards Camperdown, which is sensational. And just seen some footage of those trucks rolling in. It's a great sight. It's a magnificent sight. They're just full of hay for our farmers in the southwest in today's Farmers' Day, which is sensational. Sammy Walsh was our special guest before. What a ripper he is. What a great kick that was, too far out of side. And guess who's on the end of it? Kane Johnson. He plays on quickly. This bloke just doesn't stop. Vickers goes through his hands, though. Well done there that time by Lucas, who's been resolute in defence. Vickers goes and gets it again. His handball just misses the target. There's Gussie Walsh. A little bit of 1-2 action. Further afield to another Walsh in Parker. And they're just waxing the Walsh brothers like the Cracker brothers on that far out of side. Goes through the mitts that time, and that was Edmund Walsh. You wouldn't believe it. It's like the last settlers, some of these names. Parker, Edmund.
There's 4 on the ground and about 44 in the crowd, Matt.
Maybe up and about too, and so they should be.
You know what? Cobden Football Club, but without generalising, they used to have lots and lots of little fellas, nippy little fellas. They've got some lads with a bit of height now that are going to well and truly grow into themselves, Matty, so a lot to look forward to here at Cobden.
Yeah, no, absolutely. There's Luke Smith right on cue. He's had it on an absolute string. Ball just bounces over a couple of heads. Drayton kicked the first goal of the game. Gathered there. Beautiful kick. That was Joey Hutton on the end of it. It's our man Ed Sheeran.
Well, he's sort of playing the role that Taylor's been playing up the other end for Terang Mortlake, and he's probably having a little more effect at this point in time, Matt.
Absolutely. He's getting probably more opportunities. So Pekin, he's already kicked one. He kicked 1 goal, 2. Comes in, kicks on its way, sits this one right out left. It won't come back. Oh, Mickey Kay, does it matter? The big man missed one.
Sticks the Matty Stewart mitts up and...
That was like a vice-like, wasn't it? He's going to run around and do a little snap here too. He's right on the goal line. He's about 2 metres out. He's told just to come around a little bit. And Nicky, I like his chances because he's got a little bit of skill, Mick. Don't worry about that. Comes in, snaps around the body, pumps a fist and says, there's our third Bombers. And they go to 3-6-24. Terang Mortlake 1-6-12 National Tiles scoreboard.
You could see Mickey Coronis would have done that thousands of times. I'd say he comes in that gate down that end of the ground, gets over the fence, has 3 or 4 shots at goal from there, and then just goes home. Mate, I'd say.
I tell you what, he's a dangerous player, Mickey, because when he gets a tail up, he's up and about. Hey, let's go around the grounds, all thanks to Matt Cohire, Ash Kelson, South v Koroit. They tell me another injury to Koroit. Ash, Dallas Mooney done with a calf injury.
Yeah, it's still in front, though. At the 12-minute mark, it's 3-3-21 Koroit. South Warrnambool 1-4-10.
Entertaining game up there, but we believe that the Saints might be 2 down on the bench, so the Roosters are going to keep coming, you would imagine, up at the friendlies on their home deck. Let's go to Skeeter Cannon, Reed Oval, Blues v North Warrnambool Eagles. What's the latest up there, Skeet?
Yeah, 12 minutes into the second quarter, Matty, and it's Warrnambool 2-3-15 leading North Warrnambool 1-3-9. Zach Everall's just lining up to have a shot on goal.
So a close one up at the Reed Oval, and over at Hanlon Park in Portland, Trenty Hill.
Yes.
The Portland Tigers have got off to a flyer against the Hamilton Kangaroos.
Yeah, the Kangaroos have come back, so it's only 8 points the margin, 4-3-27 to 3-1-19. So they've kicked the last couple. The Hamilton Kangaroos in the second term.
And the other game, of course, Camperdown Port Ferry will start in about 6 minutes' time here on Hammond League Live. Here goes the Bloods. They're trying to create. Oh, that was a sling tackle. Yeah, umpire calls it correctly. And that was dangerous, and the resultant free kick will go to Louis Darcy, who bounced straight up, which was good to see. He squares it off to a teammate. So far out of sight, I think it might be Rook. So Grady Rook. Got plenty of options square. Comes back this way. One of those is Parker Walsh. Got a running Rook for him if he wants to run and carry. So Parker goes short. Nice kick. Might be Darcy. Wants to run and play on quickly. Far out of sight. Oh, getting back. Geez, that's a good mark. And it's Hutchins. Geez, he's a skillful, slick player, isn't he? Beautiful squaring kick that time to Joshy Slater. Slater now goes further afield, but just cutting it off and reading it well. Maybe just the wrong option that time was Sammy Thau for the Cobden Bombers.
So he'll pump it inside, forward 50, Mickey Coronia's territory. Ball at the pack, Drayton along the boundary, sells the candy, feeds it to a teammate. Coronius, check side, has a shot at goal. Oh, Mickey! Mickey, if you don't mind, kick a beauty.
You called it,
start,
Matt. You called it.
Check side 35 metres out, and Mickey K goes bang for his second.
He kicked that ball into the hemisphere. That was amazing. Off one step, he got the ball, and he's just gone bang with a banana. And I thought, oh, that's ambitious, Mick.
No
but
problem.
That was as good as you'll see. And that possum is the Lucas Brothers snag of the day so far.
Well, I'll put it in the bank, Stewie. I'm not sure how you're going to beat it, but he really thought his way through it in a split second, because the kick that he executed, the banana, was perfect. I think he just kicked it out a little bit to his left and just allowed the breeze to help the general flow of the banana itself, and happy days.
He knew what he was doing, mate.
He did. He knew exactly what he was doing. That was a great goal.
He's got some issues with the scoreboard here. I'm pretty sure it's 4-6-30. The Cobden Bombers leading Terang Mortlake 1-6-12. So all of a sudden, Bombers out to a nice lead here, and the pressure's right on Terang Mortlake. And Arundel squares up a nice kick that time. Beautiful kick to Roberts. Roberts has got Slater. His kick had to be good, and was. So it's just been their kicking that's been letting them down. They're just lacking a little bit of run at the moment, the Bloods, for mine. It's kind of very stagnant. So he goes back to Roberts. Player down the middle of the ground too. Just keep an eye on that one.
Yeah.
Just young Reeves. I'll tell you what, Mickey's kicked another one. I was watching the player in the middle of the ground, and Mickey's gone bang again, and he's kicked 3 in about 5 minutes.
Don't take your eyes off him, Matthew.
I tell you what, it's the Mickey K show here at Cobden Recreation Reserve this afternoon, and the Bombers, they go to 5-6-36, Terang Mortlake 1-6-12. All of a sudden, Mickey K has spaced him. Magnificent goal. Gee whiz, we haven't seen this coming, boys.
It's been a good last 5 minutes, hasn't it?
But they're stuck at the scoreboard. They're still on 2 goals, mate.
I think old Plummer Walsh might have fallen asleep over there in the scoreboard, has he?
I'd say they're just not adding Coronius goals.
Well, he's kicked the last 3 of the game. Mickey K, and I think all of a sudden, I think they're going to... Well, if Alex Maloney's gone back there now...
They're on fire, Cobden.
They are, and they get another centre clearance. There's Will Maloney. Drayton, they get their tails up, the Bombers, they're hard to stop. Handball comes further afield to Thomas Roberts. He kicks further afield. Mickey K was going to be the target. And I'll tell you what, that's going to be a good matchup now, Alex Maloney and big Mickey K.
Well, they needed to shore something up there, because I guess they're not a big forward line, are they, the Bombers? But gee whiz, he can really hurt Chaz. He has the last 5 minutes, Mickey Coronius. So ball to be thrown in. Just had a little... technical issue with the scoreboard here at the ground. So 5-6-30 to 1-6-12. The kick high up and under. The punch away by Roberts. Still between sort of half forward and the forward pocket. The free kick, it's going to go to the Bloods. And it's going to be Hutchins. So Riley Hutchins with the free kick. He'll go short over the top. Now this is where they need to try and break through some of the barrier here that the Bombers have defensively, and try and get something moving forward for
There's just no run and carry, is there?
And that's probably due to the way that they're setting up too. Coronius only takes a beautiful mark on the intercept. They move the ball forward. Fowler at his knees, looks to feed it out. Well done there by Drayton, clean under his knees. He's wrapped up there by Crawley, and that was a good free kick in the end, because they were off and running there, the Bombers. So Sam Crawley plays on. Goes out wide. The wind probably pushes that a little bit in favour of the Bombers. Moving the ball forward was Johnston. Foul there as a rock at Gibraltar. Now it's Roberts. He'll go long towards half forward. Not a lot of clear sort of exciting play at the moment. It's sort of a bit of table sort of tennis sort of stuff between wing and half forward between the two sides. Johnston takes a nice mark right in front of the national tile scoreboard, which says it's 5-6-36 to 1-6-12.
Yeah, and they're just reloading that scoreboard too. So they're just trying to create something here at the Bloods. They need to get some run and carry. One bounce of the football now. Two bounces. Little chip kick over the top. Just goes through the hands, and they just can't hit those targets. So we saw this against Warrnambool a couple of weeks ago, boys, with the Bloods in the first quarter. They just were missing targets. They come back after quarter time, and then they put on an absolute clinic for 3 quarters. But they need to do something quick here, because this game all of a sudden is slipping away. So Bombers 5-6-36, 1-6-12. It's on the national tile scoreboard. Vickers, his kick was smothered, but the Bombers, once again, plenty of numbers around the contest. There goes Darcy Hutchins. He was wrapped up. Pekin comes through. Oh, that was a gang tackle, holding the pill. And free kick will go to the Blood. So all of a sudden things have lifted up here. Good tackle by Tyler Vickers. They've got to get the ball moving forward quickly. It's just too stagnated for mine. So Vickers, once again, tries to go out, far out of sight. Good mark, though. Cutting it off was Geordie Fowler. He plays on. Gets it in long and strong. Mickey's a target. Oh, getting back. Good punch by Alex Maloney, but geez, he's looking dangerous. Here's a Rundle. Steps into traffic. Goes back to Maloney. Maloney now further afield to his brother Will. Oh, ball just doesn't sit up for him. Stacks on the mill. And that ball going nowhere. Poss! There's not a lot of run from the Bloods here at the moment, is there? It's dangerous times.
It is, and just on that handball there, Matty, I think summed it up, because what Cobden are tending to do is when they're not actually hitting a target with the handball, they're actually handballing it to their advantage, whereas that handball there put his Terang Mortlake teammate under pressure, so they're just using the ball a bit better, Cobden, I think.
24 points the margin. Second term here at the Cobden Rec Reserve. Coronis, who kicks 3 second quarter goals. Oh. Snapped by Henry Robertson. There's another for the Bombers. It's raining goals here at the Cobden Rec Reserve for the Red and Black.
You've only got to mention Coronis' name and there's another goal, really?
I'll tell you what, he was big on that ruck contest, but some great roving work there by Henry Robertson.
Too, the big fella.
Oh, he deserves it, the big man.
Yeah. Some great roving work by Robertson. Left foot snap as well. And 6-6-42, they're into a 30-point margin, where goals have sort of been hard to come by for the Bloods. 30 points is a big margin at this stage of the game, Ice.
Jeez, he's a big man, Coronis.
Oh, mate, imagine him running at you.
He looks like he should have been playing in the State of Origin there the other night.
That's like big Josh Papali'i.
Big front rower. Well, they're in the Union, aren't they? The front rowers are.
Big
boy.
Oh, massive. Big Tino.
But moves pretty well, too, for a big fella.
Oh, absolutely he does. So this game is slipping away here. It's a 30-point lead to Cobden. And I don't think we saw this coming, apart from our man Greg Kelson.
Yep.
Who's on song today.
Pretty good judge.
He's Pekin. Out of the middle once again. Ball goes forward, bouncing football. This back six has been under siege now for the Bloods. Running onto it is Drayton. He's got a player at the back. If he could have got it to him, put pressure in the end by Alex Maloney. And he'll get the resultant free kick for a push in the back. But, geez, that could have quite easily been another goal to the Cobden Bombers. Don't forget half-time coming up too, boys. And it'll be an interview with our nipple of the week. All thanks to Crawley's Milk Bar in Terang. Magnificent feed in there. They do absolutely everything. Jack and Kerry, they're just going backwards here. They're just not pushing forward at all, are they? They're looking for switches and they want to bring it on that far out of side all day, but it's just not paying off for them.
We all know, Matty, that Terang Mortlake's best football is just when they get that ball racing. And at the moment, Cobden are just dictating.
Yeah. So once again, it's a kick behind a mark. And that's what Cobden are doing. They're just making sure it's a stop kick.
Pushing them sideways but not letting them go forwards.
Yeah, good coaching.
And Brodie Marnie spoke about their structure, and I'm sure they're getting it right today, Matty, at this point in time.
Yeah, absolutely. Matty Kemp's done a good job, I reckon, on Louis Taylor too, boys.
Yeah,
he's really tight.
He's wearing him like a glove, isn't he?
He is. Here's Hutchins. So once again, it's just kick. There's no run, there's no handball, there's no carry.
And you know what? Louis just got to be in and around the ball now. He's just got to get him back into the footy.
They need his overlap run, that is for sure. So here goes Maloney to Slater. This is where you got to turn and burn. Try and get something happening. Get that ball moving quick. Goes inboard, bucks the target. Kick was good, but the mark was dropped. Drayton gets a handball further afield. Here goes Walsh. Little chip kick. Looking for a teammate
Great
in
pick
Walsh.
up.
That's Gussie. Handball. 1-2 action. Kick off one step. Has it got the leg? No, it hasn't. Getting back, Joey Arundel. Good play. Squares it up again to Slater. He's got a player out now in Hutchins. That's Darcy. Darcy's got a player further on in O'Donoghue. But he goes inboard to Roberts. Now, once again, they're looking to go back in this chip football, and they've missed the target again. Oh, frustrating to watch from a commentating point of view, and frustrating if you're a Blood supporter, I reckon, at the moment. Because POS, they cannot get any run whatsoever.
No, and it's about their execution, as you said, Matty. When they do win the footy in some sort of space and they got a little bit of time, they're just butchering it. So, whereas here, Pekin will have a flying shot at goal.
Goes long inside, forward 50. It's a 2-on-1. And they look to concede, and they have efficiently the Bloods. So 6-7-43, 1-6-12, second term action. But I'll tell you what's playing into the Bombers' hands, isn't it, Greg? Because they love the ground ball. They're not they're not a tall side. So when the ball's on the ground, they know they can do the damage at that part of the ground.
And what it looks like is Terang Mortlake are just looking to hang on until half time and reset, because at the moment, as I said, they're just not looking at getting it past the centre, Hilly.
Look at that ground ball again. Very, very strong. Here's Taylor. So Taylor looks to centre the keep it only as far as Kemp. Pushes aside. He'll go long inside, forward 50. Presenting there was the Bloods. And still, it's a bit of a log jam here at centre half forward. Not going anywhere, and we'll go straight up to centre half forward.
Hey, let's go around the grounds. All thanks to Matt Cohire, Ash Kelson, South Warrnambool taking on the Koroit Saints. What's the latest up there, big fella?
25-minute mark of the second quarter. South Warrnambool 2-4-16 and Koroit 5-3-33.
So big game up at the friendlies. The Saints, as we said, have lost a couple of players. McHenry and Mooney, the two M's are out for the day, we understand. Back here, great free kick and great play in the end. And it's young Campbell Walsh who's got the resultant free kick, and he'll go back and have a shot to extend this lead for the Cobden Bombers. He's about 35 metres out on a slight angle. Left-hand goalpost. And let the wind do the rest, Greg Kelson.
Absolutely.
Comes in.
Big roost.
I tell you what, he's kicked at the young fella. And his cousin Sammy is pumping the fists. And so he should be. And the Bombers go to 7-7-49. They are leading the Bloods 1-6-12. They are dominating Ice Kelson.
Absolutely, they are. And like I said, it just half-time just can't come soon enough for Terang Mortlake at this point in time. They just... I don't know, all systems gone, hasn't it?
Yeah, absolutely it is at the moment. Let's go to Skeeter Cannon. Matt Cohire around the ground. Skeet, North Warrnambool v Warrnambool at the Reed. What's the latest, buddy?
27 minutes into the second quarter, and it's North Warrnambool leading 5-5-35 to Warrnambool 2-4-16.
Beautifully done. So the Blues have dominated that second quarter action there by the sounds of it. Portland Tigers are 6-3-39. Hamilton Kangaroos 3-3-21. And that is all thanks to Matt Cohire. And the other game, Camperdown Port Fairy, about to get underway as we speak. So that is around the grounds, all thanks to Matt Cohire. A second quarter, Hilly. It's been absolutely dominated by the Cobden Bombers here.
Oh, it's been huge. Six goals to zip. So they've done everything right. Poss, we'll go to you, all thanks to B&B Furniture.
Yeah, well, as I said before, Hilly, Terang Mortlake are possessing the ball enough, but here we go here. So the option there, I mean, this one's come off, but that's where they're falling down. They're just not hitting targets.
So Arundel drags the player. Yeah, just a shallow handball or a shallow kick. Just hasn't... And they pay for it because these smaller players for the Bombers are just killing them. And Coronius has got the mark at centre half forward. He's in range, the big fella. Don't you worry about that with the wind behind him.
This is for 4 1/4.
4 1/4. And this to extend the lead out to 43 points. So Mickey just setting himself up. We know he's got the routine. We know he's got the strong leg. It's just a matter of the accuracy on this time around. So he's spinning the football. Mickey Coronius. Half-time siren. Wouldn't this bring the house down here at Cobden? He'll come in, loads up, Gibson absolutely everything.
Oh, Mickey!
Oh, he's unbelievable. He's on fire, Mickey K.
Hey, no one's told the Cobden boys they have to carry him off.
Gee whiz. Imagine legging the big fella
What a
up.
first half from the
He's
big
kicked
bloke.
4 in the second quarter, Mickey K.
And that one sailed 60 metres with a little breeze, John.
Oh, fair dinkum.
Matty, just Melbourne, first leg of the quaddie. Number 4, Home Rule, led all the way, hits back to form at 30-1. That stable's absolutely on fire at the moment. The
Matty Raymond stable.
We might stop them tomorrow, I hope not. But
and we're alive in the quaddie, big fella.
I know, fantastic start, Matthew. But yeah, just a great ride too by young Jayla Kennedy.
Hey, 3 legs to go. Let's go downstairs. And our man Possum Kelly's got Ed Sheeran.
Got the skipper, Paulie Pekin. Fantastic second quarter. Obviously, very important to break out to that league, but you'll have to go in now and compose the boys and just make sure they come out in the second half with that same intensity.
Yeah, intensity's been good. We talked about it through the week, and even today, if we keep intensity and we can control the ball, I think we're doing that pretty well, and we're getting on top of them, especially through the guts. We're down a ruckman. We thought that's an area we might have to lift as midfielders, and we have. I think it's been pretty good.
Good on you, mate. Well done. Have a good rest.
Oh, isn't he a good man, Paulie Pekin? He's been instrumental in this first half. But I'll tell you what, the Bloods have got a bit of soul searching to do here at half time. It is Cobden 8-7-55. They lead Terang Mortlake 1-6-12. That is on the National Tile scoreboard. Now, the half-time show, all thanks to Crawley's Milk Bar in Terang. I think we're going to rehash an old Alan Blackburn bake at the break.
3YB Hampton League Live.
For our broadcast partners, Warrnambool Nissan, Badeness Rural, McDonald's Warrnambool Eastern Central, Sungold Fresh Local Milk and Harvey Norman Warrnambool.
It's a place for the coaches,
Pickles are coming off and the bacon's going on.
the defenders,
Oi. Ooh.
and those who love a good smother. What? And at full time, you always go home with the chocolates.
Warrnambool's Harvey Norman is the destination for electrical, computers, bedding and furniture. See your local team of experts from all departments for the massive range of products from the world's biggest brands. Explore TVs, audio, white goods and small appliances. Laptops, PCs, mobile phones and smartwatches. Indoor, outdoor furniture and recliners. Bedding and bedroom furniture all in the one store. Get the best advice from the local experts at the destination for electrical, computers, bedding and furniture. Your locally owned Harvey Norman, Raglan Parade, Warrnambool.
The wait is over. All new Nissans have arrived in Warrnambool and it's been worth the wait too. Sharp modern design with the latest in all new tech and safety. Prepare to be moved by the all new Qashqai, Pathfinder and X-Trail. Come and see the team at Warrnambool Nissan today.
Time to get up, time to walk to the bus stop, open up the shop, time for you, time for me, loving everything you see, the sun is up, time to take on the world this time. Time to wake up, time to climb to the top, welcome to the world where the sun is always gold, and it's waiting just for you, time to get into life where the sun is always gold, Sungold.
Badeness Rural is locally owned and committed to serving the needs of the local community with a huge range of over 6,500 products and services backed by almost 150 years of industry experience and knowledge. The range includes pet and stock feeds, dairy, beef and sheep farming supplies, hobby farm supplies, rural equipment and tools, plus agronomy services including seed and chemical supplies. Drop in and see the team today at Badeness Rural, corner Raglan Parade and Caramit Road, Warrnambool.
Have you been injured at work, in a public place or in a motor vehicle accident? Let us help you secure the compensation you deserve. Madden's Lawyers, with you every step of the way.
It's a place for the coaches,
Pickles are coming off and the bacon's going on.
the defenders,
Oi. Ooh.
and those who love a good smother. What? And at full time, you always go home with the chocolates.
The wait is over. All new Nissans have arrived in Warrnambool and it's been worth the wait too. Sharp modern design with the latest in all new tech and safety. Prepare to be moved by the all new Qashqai, Pathfinder and X-Trail. Come and see the team at Warrnambool Nissan today.
The Flying Horse is more than just a pub. It's the perfect spot to kick back with friends or family, indulge in a delicious meal from the new menu and wood-fired kitchen. Celebrate in one of their multiple function rooms. Catch up with mates in the sports bar or TAB. Grab a slab from the Thirsty Camel bottle shop. There's even a courtesy bus. Plus, don't miss Locals Night every Thursday night with food and drink specials, live music and more. For the perfect venue, it's got to be the Flying Horse, of course.
Hampton League Live.
For Badeness Rural, Southwest Conveyancing, Rafferty's Tavern, Warrnambool 24/7 Gym and Greg Allen Farm Machinery.
94.5 3YB FM.
With mates in the sports bar or TAB, grab a slab from the Thirsty Camel bottle shop. There's even a courtesy bus. Plus, don't miss Locals Night every Thursday night with food and drink specials, live music and more. For the perfect venue, it's got to be the Flying Horse, of course.
Hampton League Live.
For Warrnambool Nissan, Flying Horse Bar and Brewery, Warrnambool Sheet Metal, Luke Williams Real Estate and Pearson's Nursery.
94.5 3YB FM.
Welcome to Bucky's Halftime Bake at the Break, and a special guest today is a ex-Terang champ in Matthew Pud Irving. Welcome, Pud. Thanks for your time, mate.
No worries, mate. Good to be there.
Tell us about you've been at Terang, well, it's Terang Mortlake now, but you've been a blood for a long time, mate. Take us back to your junior days and under 14s and under 16s, or was it just under 16s when you started?
Well, I can't really remember if I did play under 16s or not. Under 14s. I'm not sure if there was, but
yeah.
I remember playing Lightning Premierships and those sort of things at school, and then progressed, as it was then into Terang under 16s and had some success at junior level. Played in, I think it was 97, 98, and 97, 98 back-to-back premierships.
Mm-hmm.
And then 96, I think it was, I might have played as a 14-year-old in the under 16s, and Colac were pretty strong then, and they belted us in the under 16 grand final. I think Liam Buchanan kicked 9, playing as a ruck rover.
Wow.
So, they belted us by, I don't even know how much in the end, but I was pretty lucky to have a bit of success in the junior days.
So you come back home. Who was coaching the Bloods then?
Yeah, David Ryan was coaching at that stage. So 2001, I'd sort of come back and played a couple of games in the reserves when I first come back, and then finished the year in the seniors. And then 2002, Ronnie was still coach, and we made it through to the grand final, and that was the first year of the amalgamation between Terang and Mortlake.
Yeah.
So we played grand final against Warrnambool at the friendlies, and it was a pretty tight game. Ronnie had a theory prior to the week that we would play on a specific player each. So didn't matter where that player was, you'd go and line up. So I played 90% of the year midfield, forward and a little bit of midfield.
Yeah.
And then my player was Jared Dorney. So I went into the back pocket, which I hadn't sort of really played much all year. And we were right in with a chance of winning with a couple of minutes to go. And then Dickie Billings, I remember he kicked one out of the air.
Yeah.
With not long to go, and that sort of sealed the game and put him up, and we got beat.
And then after that, mate, what happened after
that?
Yeah,
so 2003, Monkey was coach, and Monkey did a reasonable job. He ended up, I think he'd done his shoulder and missed a large portion of the year, and then we played, I think we're up by, I could be wrong, but we were up by nearly 50 points against, I think it was Port Fairy at Koroit, and in one of the finals, and we ended up getting beat, and that sort of that really hurt us.
I think I remember that.
Yeah, and we had Sean Burke had to play, and he'd just played Falcons the day before. Paddy Smith, unfortunately for Paddy, he made a wrong call the night before. Caloranura had their grand final celebrations, and he was on on the juice out there with them, and then got seen, and so he got dropped the morning of, and we were sort of looking for another player to come in, and Sean Burke was available, so he came in, and it was just a bit unfortunate that it sort of. But in saying that, we were well in control, and unfortunately, they came over the top of us, and we got beat.
Disappointing. And then on to new coach in 04, was it?
Yeah, 04, Adam jumped on board. He was our under-18 coach prior to that, and then early January or late January, Bernie Canal was president and indicated to us that he was going to take on the coaching job, and a few things just started to happen after that. A few recruits just started to come through the door.
Yeah.
We started the year reasonably well, and then we got a couple of injuries to both Matty Schramer and Murray Ellett in the mid part of the year, and everyone just sort of thought we'd sort of roll over then. But we just continued playing good footy. I think we finished. We only had to win one game in the last 4 or 5 weeks 3 weeks, I think it was, to secure a top 3 spot, and unfortunately we couldn't do it. So we played Cobden in the last round. They beat us, and then they were sort of celebrating twice as hard because they made it into the finals by beating us. So we ended up playing them the following week over in Camperdown, and
in the elimination
final. So that sort of started our 2004 finals campaign, and we won each final after that.
Was there a bit of a Barney that day or not?
It was a little bit of a Barney. It was
pretty good one.
Blue as I've ever been in or seen. And it sort of all stemmed from the week before. We had a players chat on the Monday night after the last home and away game, and Danny Stone indicated that Trunk Hammond had been getting into him a little bit on the wing, and you know, as Trunk would do, punch and scrap and fight and all those sort of things. And we just sort of said, if it happens again, we're not going to stand for it. And Shane Steele, we lined him up on Trunk, and he done the same thing to Trunk, and they went forward, got a goal, and then the next bounce. So it was probably a minute and a half into the game. The next bounce on the wing, there's just an almighty Barney, and every single player is involved in it. And I think we kicked the next 8 goals.
So that was a good game, and you won that, which was great.
Won that, and then
Wiggsy's first year.
Yeah, so Adam's first year, he thought it was all going to happen, and then the next year we recruited really, really well. We got a lot of the stronger district league players. Tim Ward was playing at Elmsford, Chris Morrison at Deakin, Paul Gleeson from Cloraneret, and then all of a sudden we just started to get this roll on, and we were, playing reasonably good footy throughout the entire year. And instead of 04, we finished on top, and I think we played at Koroit at Port Fairy and in the second semi, and we absolutely annihilated them by 90 points or something. And that was as good as game as footy as you'll see a team play. It was fast, it was quick, it was skillful, and we just hit the scoreboard time and time again. And Koroit didn't sort of have an answer. And then we played Port Fairy in the grand finals. Koroit just got rolled by Port Fairy. I think there was a bit of controversy in the prelim, and I think Potsy Coffee, he might have broke his hand or something punching Joe McLaren, and then Port Fairy rolled through the grand final and were able to beat them.
So back to back for Terang Mortlake, and then what about you, mate? You had a crack at coaching, didn't you?
Yeah, I went in. Adam sort of said to me at the end of the 07 season that Bernie Canal was going to come and see me in regards to coaching, and I sort of thought he was, taking the piss, really. I think I just turned 24, and then sure enough, a week later, Bernie comes knocking the door. I thought, I haven't got the commitments and like other people have, and I thought I'd have a go at it. And, so 2007, 8, and 9, I coached. We finished on top each of those years, and we were able to win the flag in 08, but there's always that little bit of disappointment that we never won one more, probably. They're hard to win, but when you get yourself into a really good position like we did each of those years, it would have been nice maybe to win one more, but that's the way it goes.
And after your coaching, you still played at Terang for a while?
Yeah, so I played. Damien O'Connor took over from me in 2010, and I just wanted to play, get back to enjoying my footy a bit more, and snapped all the ligaments in my ankle round 1. So that sort of put me out till about around 12 or 13 or something. So didn't play much footy. Played a few games in the twos, and then Damien's wanted to bring me in for the final, which we played against Warrnambool at Koroit, and his plan was for me to... anyone who knows my fitness levels probably doesn't understands that I couldn't run with Josh Walters, but that was the plan, to run with Josh and just belt him and antagonise him in every set of mounts, and that lasted about a quarter. And, Josh was no good, too good for me, and then I just went forward and kicked a couple of goals and finished on the bench, and that was it.
No, he's a running machine, Josh Walters, isn't he?
Oh, he's a freak. Yeah. I don't know what box score I was going to be able to do with him, but anyway.
Some of them coaches have funny ideas, mate.
They do.
Oh, that's good. So how many games you end up playing, approximately with the Bloods, mate?
Yeah, I played 198.
198, so yep.
I was a couple short of 200. And then I played a year at SMW Rovers with a mate in 2012, but that final in 2010 was pretty much it. I just sort of played a bit of twos after that and just filled in, and like most blokes, get a bit angry and grumpy when you know you can't do what you want to do. So I pulled the pin and jumped back into coaching in 14 and 15 when they couldn't get anyone.
Thank you, Put, for your for your time, mate, and all the best with your family and your house building, buddy.
No worries. Thanks, Bucky. Good on you, mate.
Thanks, buddy.
3YBFM's Hampton League Live. 3YBFM's Hampton League Live.
For our broadcast partners, Warrnambool Nissan, Badeness Rural, McDonald's Warrnambool Eastern Central, Sungold Fresh Local Milk, and Harvey Norman Warrnambool.
The wait is over. All new Nissans have arrived in Warrnambool, and it's been worth the wait too. Sharp modern design with the latest in all new tech and safety. Prepare to be moved by the all-new Qashqai, Pathfinder and X-Trail. Come and see the team at Warrnambool Nissan today.
Time to get up, time to walk to the bus stop, open up the shop, time for you, time for me, love and everything you see. The sun is up, time to take on the world this time. Time to wake up, time to climb to the top. Welcome to the world where the sun is always gold and it's waiting just for you. Time to get into life where the sun is always gold. Sungold.
It's a place for the coaches.
Pickles are coming off and the bacon's going on.
The defenders.
Oi. Ooh.
And those who love a good smother. What? And at full time, you always go home with the chocolates.
Warrnambool's Harvey Norman is the destination for electrical, computers, bedding and furniture. See your local team of experts from all departments for the massive range of products from the world's biggest brands. Explore TVs, audio, white goods and small appliances. Laptops, PCs, mobile phones and smartwatches. Indoor, outdoor furniture and recliners. Bedding and bedroom furniture all in the one store. Get the best advice from the local experts at the destination for electrical, computers, bedding and furniture. Your locally owned Harvey Norman, Raglan Parade, Warrnambool.
This autumn at Pearson's Nursery in Allensford, you'll find a stunning selection of vibrant, locally grown annuals and perennials. It's easy to see why Pearson's Nursery is one of the Southwest's best kept secrets. Visit Pearson's Nursery, Growers Road, Allensford, and discover the difference.
If I want to buy that house, I'll need a conveyancer. I should get online and...
In 200 metres, take the third exit onto Liebig Street.
I didn't turn on my GPS. Okay, I'm turning right.
In 100 metres, your destination will be on the left.
On the left.
You have arrived at your destination.
Southwest Conveyancing, but... Oh, well, that makes sense.
Take the hints to get you on the right path to buying your home. Contact the Warrnambool office or southwestconveyancing.com.au.
Badeness Rural is locally owned and committed to serving the needs of the local community with a huge range of over 6,500 products and services backed by almost 150 years of industry experience and knowledge. The range includes pet and stock feeds, dairy, beef and sheep farming supplies, hobby farm supplies, rural equipment and tools, plus agronomy services including seed and chemical supplies. Drop in and see the team today at Badeness Rural, corner Raglan Parade and Caramit Road, Warrnambool.
Delicious meals, kids' playroom, function room, big screen TV, sports, live music, courtesy bus. Rafford East Tavern has something for the whole family. Become a Hump member for special discounts at the Thirsty Camel drive-through bottle shop. Whatever the occasion, make it memorable at Rafford East Tavern.
The wait is over. All new Nissans have arrived in Warrnambool and it's been worth the wait too. Sharp modern design with the latest in all new tech and safety. Prepare to be moved by the all new Qashqai, Pathfinder and X-Trail. Come and see the team at Warrnambool Nissan today.
It's a place for the coaches.
Pickles are coming off and the bacon's going on.
The defenders.
Oi. Ooh.
And those who love a good smother. What? And at full time, you always go home with the chocolates.
Need something welded or fabricated? See Warrnambool Sheet Metal. Commercial kitchens, benches, exhaust and new canopies, handrails, gates, mailboxes and toolboxes. There's not much Warrnambool Sheet Metal can't do. Braithwaite Street.
Hampton League Live.
For McDonald's, Warrnambool Eastern Central, MGA Insurance, the Hampton Vet Clinic and Lucas Brothers Butchers.
94.5 3YB FM.
We saw it a couple of weeks ago, didn't we, when we saw Warrnambool and Terang Mortlake. They were probably similar sort of positions. They weren't moving the ball all that quick, but they sort of started getting that ball moving a lot quicker through the wings and off half back, so looked okay. They looked okay in that first passage of play. So Buck up against Walsh. Walsh with a good tap down. Buck with the follow-up. And he's wrapped up. And he's not going anywhere. Teammates last week, opponents this week, the two big fellas.
Goes all right, young Gus Walsh too, doesn't he?
Yeah, really like him. Good defender as well, but obviously out of necessity with no big Clark today. He's had to step up and play in the ruck. So 8-7-55 to 2-6-18. Third term underway here. Hutchins with the job on Pekin. They fly high. And again, a lot of contested possession around the contest. Umpire Lowther will go for throw up number 3, just outside the centre circle.
Oh, free kick off the ball here. It's going to go to Paulie Pekin against Darcy Hutchins, I think. And Pekin's been magnificent today. Just gets under the skin, doesn't he? Oh, that's a good kick too. To Fowler. That's Geordie Fowler for the Bombers. Fowler chips out further afield to Luke Smith. Smith quickly to Ewland. He's about 60 metres out now. Happy just to kind of run around and play on. Kicks to the top of the square, and why wouldn't you? Numbers over the back. Will Maloney, one of those. Happy to see the ball go over the line, and we will have a kick in. I touched on boys and Poss. We were talking about it at half time. It's just the run of Terang Mortlake. They need to get some run and carry, don't they?
Yeah, they do, and better execution, Matty. You know, they just got to hit their targets more because they were missing handballs, missing simple kicks in that second quarter. I was just going to put it to eyes. You probably wouldn't expect them to be in front at three-quarter time, but how close do they have to be, the Bloods, to be a chance?
Oh, I just think if they just keep pumping away at it, Posse could be 3 or 4 goals down even at three-quarter time. As long as they don't let the lead balloon out, I think. If they were within 3, for example, they'd be a real good chance, I reckon.
Yep.
So a little bit happening off the ball there, just in front of you there, Poss.
Yeah, a little drive-by there.
A little drive-by. The Terang faithful not happy. And then there's a little bit of repercussion up the field too, so keep an eye on that. But meanwhile, Buck just went for the bounce and just bounced up and straight into the hands of the opposition. Kick comes out, kind of fumbled that time. Here goes Hutchins, that's Riley, kicks further afield. Here goes Buck, running shot on goal, high up and under, just sits it up for a teammate. Good fish, good work that time by the defence, and that was Harrison Herschel. And the ball goes out of bounds, and we will have a boundary throw-in. Louis Taylor, boys. Where is Louis? I can't see him out there. Can anyone find him? Just keep an eye on that one, Poss, because I can't see him on the field. Oh, no, there he is. He's at the bottom of the pack, as always. Well, that was strong by Maloney, but I reckon he's been pinged for a push out of the ruck, and 50 metres to go with it too. So that'll be Gussie Walsh who'll get the resultant free kick. I thought for a minute that Taylor might have been on the field, but he is.
Yeah, that had me worried there because we love watching Louis, no doubt, and he's going to be integral to a fight back if they're up for the challenge. So here's Fowl, side steps, And he's got a teammate who's just lurking at half forward. That's Hewland. Over the top, Hickey. Will he reach and stretch? He does.
They look dangerous when they run, Cobden, don't
they? They do, and their kicking skills have been very good today, Ice, too. They put out in front, they don't put too much heat on the kick. And that time around, there was just a little bit much for Hickey. He almost had it.
Fumbled it over the line, unfortunately.
So right on the 50-metre line, Paint. Boundary throw-in's good. Walsh, Buck, only as far as Johnston. Outside defensive 50 to Maloney. Spilt what he should have taken, the big man. Lucky enough, he got the a little bit of contact over the shoulder, and he gets the free kick. So he'll play on. Centre half forward. Louis Taylor direction. Goes into the hands of Hobbs. Here comes McLeod, vacant goal square. It tumbles, it rumbles, it rolls over the line for a minor score. And chance gone begging for the blood. So 2-7-19. They trail the Cobden Bombers 8-8-56.
Brother.
Right, you're too late, brother. Oh, kick not good that time. Here goes Slater, kick around the body. So another minor score. So they're peppering away here. If they can just bang some majors on that scoreboard, all of a sudden a little bit of pressure will come and be applied to the Cobden Bombers. So the Bloods have started this third quarter well. Grady Rook, high up and under, far out of side, got the carry, good mark in the end. Regardless, taken by Reece Buck. Buck, or Maloney push out, yes, and he'll get the resultant free kick. So Alex Maloney, this has been the move forward, and he's got a chance to kick his second of this third quarter.
He did make sure the umpire saw it. Not to say it wasn't there, but he might have just overplayed it a fraction too. But important, if they get two on end, it hasn't happened all day, Matthew, they are back.
So massive kick again for Alex Maloney here. He's 40 metres out. Left-hand goalpost is where you want to be aiming. So Alex Maloney. He's Terang Mortlake's Mr. Fix-It. Comes in. He strikes it pretty good. It stays there. That is a great goal. And Alex Maloney's kicked two. The Bloods have kicked two. And they go to 3-8-26. They trail the Bombers 8-8-56. National Tile scoreboard. League contracting time clock says 8.5 minutes, third quarter.
I just wanted to ask Possum Kelly down there on the boundary, mate, to me, just looking at the trees over there in the background, looks like that wind might have dropped a bit.
Yeah, I was actually going to say that, the next cross size, and you're right, just a fraction. As you've seen there, that ball held up a lot more than they were in that first and second quarter, so it's still favouring that end, but just not as gusty into that pocket, so you can actually, as Maloney just done, score from that side.
Yeah, I think that one would have drifted earlier in the day, but a very important one for Terang Mortlake.
Two in a row for the Bloods through Maloney, and they're going to look for a third. Roberts did well. Here's Pekin. Got the ball towards half forward. Joe Hutt out in front. Ball was held in there nicely by Arundel, and he kicks it towards the wing. The big fly from Darcy Hutchins. Couldn't take the mark. The handball inboard. Buck receives. He's wrapped up straight away by three Bombers.
It's amazing, isn't it? Just that quicker ball movement, just getting the ball going. Like swinging onto your right boot and getting it moving forward quicker than
And on that, I'm going to pose the question: is Louis Taylor 100%? Because Joey Arundel's gone into the middle and had a bit of impact, but Louis has stayed forward. So I'm just wondering, the first go-to in my mind with such a deficit is that Louis would be in there.
And right on cue, Louis gets it forward for the Bombers. They're going to need a big 25, 30 minutes, I reckon, from Louis Taylor. That's for sure, aren't they, Hilly?
They certainly are. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they probably just don't have the forward options that they would like.
That's what I reckon.
The only reason I say, and you might be right, the only reason I say that, just even early, I was noticing his breakaway speed, where he gets that first 2 or 3 metres off the mark. He just doesn't seem to have had it today. So I might be wrong. I might be reading too much into it, but that was just my thoughts then.
Herschel a little bit sore. Reeves free kick inside 50. They fly. Mark couldn't be brought down. Here's Maloney again. Feeds it out. Looking for Slater. Fowler there to assist for the Bombers. Via a handball. Tackle on Walsh is a little bit high. And he gets the free kick at half back.
He's been good, the young fella. Young Walsh kicked a nice goal.
He's only little. The rest of the Welsh boys out there have got a bit of size, haven't they? But he's taken after Lee, that one.
There's a nice kick there that time by Harrison Herschel. He went to Lucas. Lucas goes out further afield. So a little bit of overlap football. Kicking's got to be good, and is. There's Hutt, who's had the job on Joey Arundel this afternoon, or since quarter time, I reckon. Crawley flies. Mottram gathers, kicks down the line, and just gets some valuable territory. And we will have a boundary throw-in. So it's a 5-goal lead to the Bombers. The wind has dropped. Possum Kelly. The crowd hasn't. It is sensational downstairs.
Yeah, it certainly hasn't dropped away at all. Matty, the crowd, it's getting a little bit cooler and a little bit darker and overcast, but otherwise it's been a terrific day.
Oh, that was good play by Hutchins. Handball comes over the top looking for Slater. Oh, spinning out of trouble there was Eddie Walsh. He gets a kick further afield to Smith. Goes and gets it again. Edmund Walsh to Thau. Thau handball over the top to Drayton. Drayton keeps the football in. Oh, could have been a little free kick there for two-eye play on, the umpire says. Snap around the body by Geordie Fowler. Arundel looks for a free kick. Bounces up, coming through Will Maloney. Ball goes through for a minor score, rushed in the end. And the Bombers go to 8-9-57. The Bloods 3-8-26. National Tile scoreboard. Let's go around the grounds. All thanks to Matt Kohaya. And we'll go firstly to Ash Kelson up at the friendlies. South Warrnambool v Karoi. What's the latest, Ash?
12-minute mark of the third quarter. Karoi 7 goals, 6-48. South Warrnambool 4-5-29.
Oh, going to be a big game up there, I reckon. They're going to come home hard, the Roosters.
Well, you'd think so. Just those couple of injuries for Karoi, you just wonder whether that might have a bearing at the end.
Absolutely. And, well, let's go to Skeeter Cannon up at the Reed Oval. Warrnambool taking on the North Warrnambool Eagles. What's the latest up there, Skeet?
Yeah, about 10 minutes into the third quarter, Matty. It's North Warrnambool 6-6-42, leading Warrnambool 4-5-29.
They've hit back,
All the Blues have hit back in that contest as well, so they kicked a couple of games. And what else is happening over at Hanlon Park, Hilly?
Yeah, 6-5-41 Portland, 3-4-22 the Hamilton Kangaroos. 13 minutes gone in the third term, and then nearing quarter time at Lulura Oval, Camperdown 5-2-32, leading Port Fairy 2-2-14.
Magpies still got their season alive, haven't they?
Well, whoever wins that game, they certainly have, but the loser probably would say it's the curtains. Yeah.
So umpire Stevie Walker, he's going to do the ball up duties. One of our great sponsors, Harvey Norman, here on Hamilton League Live. Grabbed out of the ruck that time by Zeke Reeves. He kicks further afield. Buck, who's really tried hard this afternoon, he's going to get the free kick. He's been in the Bloods' best, definitely. 50 metres? No, I thought it was going to come. So they want to move the ball on faster, though. That's good signs here in this third quarter for the Bloods. Maloney's kick 2. He's going to head in that direction once again. Alex will fly. Big fist by Lucas. Back of the pack. Plenty of plays there. Vickers gets it to his brother. Vickers! Dribbler. And that was a chance gone begging. So it was Xavier to Tyler. And Isaac got to make the most of every opportunity.
Yeah, particularly there. I mean, I guess the player may not have known how much pressure was on him, but he could have nearly walked that into goal and kicked it, couldn't he,
31 points to the margin, 15 minutes gone in this third term, and Matty Kemp with the ball in hand. Straight down the corridor he looks. Good defensive work by the Bloods. Alex Maloney in there again. Squares the kick around. That was beautiful.
Magnificent, Alex.
Absolutely sensational, and he's found a teammate. I reckon, is that Heffernan? No, it's Darcy Hutchins. Darcy Hutchins, the number 23.
Playing a role, isn't he, Alex Maloney? And Darcy Hutchins has been very good for Terang Mortlake too.
Well, if he's contesting hard, and that was a good bit of field kicking there from the big man.
Back in this if they kick this.
Well, absolutely they are. So Darcy Hutchins, 30 metres out, comes in and splits the centre. Another goal for the Bloods.
That's
their third.
3 on end.
Their third this term, and they go to 4-9-33, trailing Cobden 8-10-58. So the margin back to 25 points, Poss.
It is, and it's around that mark that I suggested would probably be enough, and we're still only probably 3/4 of the way through the quarter, so they've got an opportunity to get even closer.
Well, just scoreboard pressure means a lot, doesn't it, Possum? Yep. All of a sudden, sometimes your Cobdens mightn't take that same little risk. They were full of run. Do you pull back just a fraction, and all of a sudden you let a Terang Mortlake get their tails up, and anyone's game now, I reckon, from here.
Big centre clearance, this one. Buck wins a tap. Guess who's on the end of it? Louis Taylor kicks it forward. Reading it well, though, is Walsh. Goes inboard to Walsh. Gets it back to Walsh. Gets it further afield.
Walsh.
Running onto it now is Peakett. He gets a handball further afield. Hutt's at target, but Arundel just cutting it off. Comes through. Bombers have got plenty of numbers around this contest. I reckon they'll be happy to see the ball go out of bounds. The Bloods, yes, they are. And we will have a boundary throw in far out of side.
Arundel's not beaten man on man very often, Matthew, is he?
Not very often at all. Terang Mortlake 4-9-33. That is
half forward line. The tap down from Reeves to Vickers was good. He screws it around the body, looking for Buck, who contests beautifully.
Jeez, he's been good.
Yeah, he's a terrific player. Quickly handball finds Johnston. Pumps it inside, forward 50. Maloney one-on-one. Slipped through his fingers, trying to chase it down as McLeod. Lucas did extremely well for the Bombers with a left foot kick outside. Almost a nice mark taken by Slater. Here comes Buck again. Xavier Vickers sidesteps, draws the handball. O'Donoghue awaiting. Looks to handball over the top. Pressure applied beautifully to Taylor, and we'll have a stoppage inside forward 50. So defensively they did well there, the Bombers. Lucas was enormous in that one-on-one contest with Maloney. So forward 50 entry for the Bloods. Once again, Vickers screws it around the body. He only goes high up and under. The punch from Gus Walsh was effective. Keeping him was McLeod from the boundary. One-on-one Maloney! And Alex takes a one-on-one mark. He's been enormous. Coronius in the second term, Maloney in this third term, and this will be 4 in a row for the Bloods if he can convert, Poss.
Well, I'm just going to say he must have scanned Big Mickey's QR code up there, Hilly, because he's doing exactly what the big fella did in that second quarter.
So he'll kick from about 8 metres out. Slide angle, Maloney comes in and makes no mistake. That's his third of the term.
Jeez, good
and they're
quarter.
back in this game, the Bloods. They go to 5-9-39, 8-10-58, the Cobden Bombers. It's 19 points the margin. We've played 18 and a half minutes on the league contracting time clock, Gregory.
And it's getting to the point in time where Cobden just have to answer. They have to get a goal themselves, don't they? Look, they sort of... like I said, it's just been Terang Mortlake this quarter.
And the winds dropped too, So, and we're alive in the quad too, boys. Zoo Sensation gets the job done in the second leg.
That Huddy wanted to know.
Hutto, that one's for you, big fella. Ball back in the middle. The Bloods are charging here too. He's starting to get a bit edgy too, I reckon, Huddy. Free kick, going to go to the Bombers for a hold off the ball. It's going to go to Lukey Smith. So all of a sudden they can just batten down the hatches a little bit here. Still plenty of time to play in this third quarter too. So ball goes out further to Ewan. He squares that one up to Matty Kemp. Kemp goes and switches play. Nice kick to Herschel. Herschel gets it further afield to Lucas. Lucas's kick's a scrappy one. Coming through though, beautiful pick up in the end by Thao. No, he hits up Peakett. That was good play. So Peakett right on 50, plays on, sinks a slipper, not his best kick. Arundel gets back for the Bloods. Well, he's been good again today, wrapped up in a strong tackle by Drayton, and that is going absolutely nowhere. So it's a 19-point lead here to the Cobden Bombers. We've got a grandstand finish coming up, Trinity Hill.
Yeah, hopefully. Absolutely. Coronius in the ruck. Smith there to assist. Hutchins on his tail. They asked the question, the Bloods. It's going to be a stoppage once again. So a big quarter for the Bloods thus far. They've kicked 4. Alex Maloney, 3 of those. Coronius up against Will Maloney. The tap down to Smith was good. He got a little toe poke towards it. Joe Hutt approaches the footy. Works the handball back in. Drayton's there to try to create a bit of chaos. But he was wrapped up straight away. And not going anywhere. So we'll go again. Umpire Walker. It's been a busy minute for the officiator. Coronius with the good tap down. Ooh. Bloods couldn't get a toe on the footy. Again, some tough football around the contest and Peakett in the thick of it as well. And we'll have another stoppage in the right forward pocket.
So umpire Stevie Walker Geez, the next goal's really important in this contest.
Watch Pekin here. He's in the thick of it.
So Big Mickey K wins it down. Vickers gets a quick kick. I think he's gone straight out of bounds. Nearly hit the Ridley Agri Products vehicle on that far outer side. I reckon that might be Slugger Schramer in the car out there. Just give us a flick of the light, Slugger, if that's you. Good sponsor of the Hendon Football Netball League, Ridley. One of the great farming specialists in southwest Victoria. So kick comes in. Mickey K's the target. Maloney gets back. So does Arundel. And the ball goes over the line for a minor score. Plays on quickly, Joey Arundel. Straight down the middle to Reece Buck, who's had not a string today. He's been sensational. Just keeps presenting all day. Kicks further afield. Good kick. 2 to a running Vickers. That's Tyler. Will it sit up and bounce for him? It's a foot race. Oh, I tell you what, he does well. Good pressure, though, as well by the Cobden Bombers. And that was Louis Darcy. That was a good contest. 2 young kids going at it. Great to see Ice Kelson.
Yeah, absolutely. One trying to control the footy, the other one hot on his hammer. That was a good bit of footy, Matt.
Poss, you are shivering downstairs. It's got pretty cold, hasn't it? All thanks to B&B Furniture Plus Mobility and Movement.
And dark, Matty. It's getting very gloomy down here, but no, it's it's a bit chilly.
Squared up kick.
Deception.
You've come off 35-degree warmth last week, though, Poss.
This is Hutchins. This is Darcy Hutchins. We'll go back and have a shot. So Maloney's kicked 3. Alex in this quarter. Hutchins has kicked the other one. This is for his chance to kick 2.
Get the lights on. Yeah.
Just trying to save on power here, Henry Robinson. So Hutchins.
He can't reach the switch.
You said that, not me. Comes in, Hutchins. Oh, I tell you what.
Yes.
I tell you what, here come the Bloods.
A bit nervous, Cobden now.
7-9, 51. Is that right, or do they already have that goal?
Nah, 6-9.
6-9, 45. Geez, they were quick. Fastest finger first. You got to be quick down here at Cobden.
You covered, big fella.
6-9, 45. The Bloods. Cobden 8-11, 59. That is on the National Tile scoreboard. We are got a game on.
5 goals to zip in this third term, and well, I guess this was the Cobden Bombers side of the second quarter, wasn't it? The way that they moved the footy, they had those forwards that were presenting, were able to take those contested marks, and well, it's flipped over and it's the Bloods' turn in this term. So what have the Bombers got in the next couple of minutes to try and stem the flow? Umpire Lau, the 750 games, throws it up. Buck got a nice little hit out there into advantage of the Terang Mortlake side, but too high was the free kick given away. And it's going to be Henry Robertson with a free kick. So he'll go out on the lateral kick, finds Luke Smith. He goes short. I reckon that might be maybe Molan, Angus Molan. So he's a bit indecisive of where to go. Just goes long down the line. They're going to fly for it. And the best one in the end was Ryan Tanner. He was a tested mark. So he'll go back to where it came from. Louis Taylor territory. Kemp right on his tail. It's been a great head-to-head battle all day.
He's done well, hasn't he, Matty Kemp?
Absolutely has. And he's found the ball as well, Matty Kemp. And that's one of his strengths. He can set up defensively on a midfielder, but also finds the ball and can hurt you when he has the ball in hand. So 14 points the margin, 25 minutes gone. True centering the position of the football. Boundary throw-in's great. Nice and deep. Walsh with a tap down. That was Gus. And it's all held up once again, and we'll go. Or is it a free kick? Might be a free kick. So free kick to the Cobden Bombers.
Gee whiz, and this wind has definitely dropped off here, boys, so there's going to be no advantage for Cobden in this last quarter. Geez, kick wasn't good. Oh, there goes Hutchins. That was good. That was Darcy. She's taken high there. Could have got a free kick. Alex Maloney, chip kick over the top. Here's another one for the Bloods. Yes, it is. And it was, I reckon it might have been Lockie McLeod in the long sleeve jumper, and all of a sudden it is an 8-point ball game. So this game has turned on its head. The Bloods 7-9-51, Cobden 8-11-59, and Alex Maloney, Greg Kelson once again featured prominently.
Oh, he's been enormous this third quarter. And dare I say it, the way they're going, Terang Mortlake could be leading at three-quarter time. They've just got all the play happening.
Big third quarter here. Poss. Geez, the Bloods faithful are up and about downstairs behind you, big fella.
Yeah, well, and I was mentioning it, I think, during that second quarter. Isn't this very similar to last night's game with Collingwood and the Gold Coast. It's amazing. And just incidentally, boys, too, Oscar Pollock in his VFL debut, a 50-point win to the Cats over the Giants, so he's got off to a good start.
Wonder how he went,
well
young
done.
Oscar.
Good effort by the kid. Good game last week. We said this morning, we'll talk about it on radio, Eyes, but Georgie Stevens last week, what a debut for the Cats.
Enormous.
14 score involvements. Absolutely magnificent. Good to see. He's worked hard and he's taken the most of his opportunity, which is sensational.
And starting again today too, boys. Ollie Henry's the sub, so George will start again.
As
Brilliant
he should
to see. Absolutely he should. Hey, let's go around the grounds. All thanks to Matt Calhire. Let's go to Ash Kelson up at the friendlies. South and Croyd going to be a cracker up there, Ash.
Might be nearly all over here. Croydon going well, and Dobson's about to have a shot for goal. If you just wait another 5 seconds. They're at the 26-minute mark. He lines it up. Goal umpire doesn't move. They move along to 8-7-55. And South Warrnambool 4-4-28, I think.
They're going to be the side, I think, in the second half.
I did say that at the start of the day, boys. I just reckon that they are starting to hit their straps, but they do lose a couple of players today, the Saints. Let's go to Skeeter Cannon. Close one up at the Reed to Skeet, North and the Warrnambool Blues.
Yeah, mate, it is a close one. It's 23 minutes into the third quarter, and Warrnambool are a point in front. I can't tell you the score because they've got the wrong score up there.
That's all right, but the Blues are leading by a point, which is unbelievable. And Hanlon Park, Portland, Hilly, all thanks to Matt Calhire and also over the Lure Oval. What do we got, buddy?
Yeah, so Portland are 7-7-49, leading Hamilton 3-4-22, nearing three-quarter time. And then the Lure Oval, we see Camperdown 6-2-38, leading Port Fairy 3-2-22 minutes into the second term.
Oscar Pollock had 7 possessions and a goal in his first game, so a great debut game in the VFL for
Good on him. Good kid.
Oscar Pollock. He is a good kid.
So back here, Reeves in the ruck follows up with a tackle, and a ball not travelling any further than a couple of metres.
And that was all thanks to our great statistician, Paddy Lee, who is an avid listener of Hamden League Live on a Saturday afternoon.
Paddy Lee, one of the great mustakas going around at Port Fairy too.
Hasn't he got? He's just, and you know, building those wind towers, Paddy.
I'll tell you what, he's a good junior coach as well. He gives everything over there at over the Seagull, so good man. So here come the Bloods through the corridor. Good intercept mark in the end taken.
Good interception.
It was a good interception. One of the great Alan Blackburn-isms.
Great sponsors they have been since interception.
That's right, Blackie. You are spot on.
Our man's so quick in that studio.
Oh, yeah. That's on speed dial.
Only like leading a horse to the trough.
It's on speed dial, that one.
Can I just give a shout out to Sue Churnside? She's up in Airlie Beach. She'll be up there with Billy Marnie, I'd say. Big happy 80th birthday to Chris Darcy. He's at the Cobden game apparently today, so it's his 80th birthday. Chris, so well done.
And I just saw Phil Marnie downstairs there too, and young Paddy enjoying a day off from Pam Muir, so they're enjoying the footy too.
Luke Smith having a day out here. He's had a lot of the footy. Corridor is where he goes to Thow's good. Inside 50, Mottram takes a nice mark.
Got to get a goal.
They need one.
Not long to go here, boys, I wouldn't imagine either.
No, need one.
Floating forward, there is Fowler. He'll go at it. Comes in hard. Well done, Johnston. Read it well off the pack. Puts it quickly on the boot, and Vickers is where he finds.
They've been going after Johnston all day, boys. They have been, and I'll tell you what, right on the three-quarter time siren, there's players coming from everywhere. And just need to get out of it here, boys. And a little bit going on. And the umpire's just saying, just cool your jets.
Big Mickey's coming in. I'll be bolting the phone.
Mickey will split the pack like you wouldn't believe. He'll just pick them up and eat them. The big man.
No,
look at him.
He's too tired to rush in.
He's just saying, don't push me. That's the wrong way to push.
No.
So the boys have a bit of a laugh and say they should.
It reminds me of the day I was here, Matty, and I give a bloke a bit of cheek, and I had 55 punches and kicks to the head before I knew what the hell was going on. And dare I say I never went near his brother again for the day.
Might have been one of the Dalziel brothers, was it? Eyes?
Big fella Dalziel, who I'd never laid eyes on before.
Good man, Sammy.
And it brought the South crowd. They said, "You didn't see what happened there?" I said, "No, mate. I was Jeez, he could handle himself.
Oh, yeah, Sammy was an absolute machine. So at three-quarter time, this game is absolutely on. It is Cobden 8-11-59. They lead the Bloods 7-9-51. 5-goal third quarter to the Bloods, and they are back in this contest. We have got an exciting final quarter coming up on the other side of this. Let's take a break and come back.
Hang on, don't go yet. Chris O'Connor's gone to the huddle. He waited till they were back in the game. Now Chris O'Connor, and he's gone to the huddle for Terang, Mortlake.
Good on you, mate. I love it. Get on the wagon. Hey, listen, let's take a break. Let's come back with final quarter action on the other side of this.
3YBFM's Hampton League Live.
For our broadcast partners, Warrnambool Nissan, Badeness Rural, McDonald's Warrnambool Eastern Central, Sungold Fresh Local Milk, and Harvey Norman Warrnambool.
Warrnambool's Harvey Norman is the destination for electrical, computers, bedding and furniture. See your local team of experts from all departments for the massive range of products from the world's biggest brands. Explore TVs, audio, white goods and small appliances. Laptops, PCs, mobile phones and smartwatches. Indoor, outdoor furniture and recliners. Bedding and bedroom furniture all in the one store. Get the best advice from the local experts at the destination for electrical, computers, bedding and furniture. Your locally owned Harvey Norman, Raglan Parade, Warrnambool.
G'day, Luke Williams here. At Luke Williams Real Estate, competition is in our nature. Per team member, we sell more properties than anyone else. We're not the biggest, but we are the busiest. Luke Williams Real Estate. Let's kick some winning goals together this season.
It's a place for the coaches,
Pickles are coming off and the bacon's going on.
the defenders, and those who love a good smother.
What?
And at full time, you always go home with the chocolates.
Need insurance? See MGA Insurance Group. Great service, expert advice and competitive premiums for farmers, business owners and transport operators. Call Dennis and Gareth Morgan and Glenn Skilbeck, 55596 200.
The Flying Horse is more than just a pub. It's the perfect spot to kick back with friends or family. Indulge in a delicious meal from the new menu and wood-fired kitchen. Celebrate in one of their multiple function rooms. Catch up with mates in the sports bar or TAB. Grab a slab from the Thirsty Camel bottle shop. There's even a courtesy bus. Plus, don't miss Locals Night every Thursday night with food and drink specials, live music and more. For the perfect venue, it's got to be the Flying Horse, of course.
Peter, the chicken, lamb, pork and beef eater has all your fresh meats ready to go. And small goods handmade on the premises daily. Yeah! Find Peter, the chicken, lamb, pork and beef eater at Lucas Brothers Butchers with easy, convenient drive-through. Corner of Banyan and Lava Streets, Warrnambool.
Time to get up, time to walk to the bus stop. Open up the shop, time for gift, time for me, love and everything you see. The sun is up, time to take on the world this time. Time to wake up, time to climb to the top. Welcome to the world where the sun is always gold and it's waiting just for you. Time to get into life where the sun is always gold. Sungold.
Badeness Rural is locally owned and committed to serving the needs of the local community with a huge range of over 6,500 products and services backed by almost 150 years of industry experience and knowledge. The range includes pet and stock feeds, dairy, beef and sheep farming supplies, hobby farm supplies, rural equipment and tools, plus agronomy services including seed and chemical supplies. Drop in and see the team today at Badeness Rural, corner Raglan Parade and Caramit Road, Warrnambool.
It's a place for the coaches,
Pickles are coming off and the bacon's going on.
the defenders, and those who love a good smother.
What?
And at full time, you always go home with the chocolates.
Hampton League Live.
For Sungold, fresh local milk, Ponting's Mitre 10, Harvey Norman Warrnambool and Madden's Lawyers.
94.5 3YB FM.
Oh, I'll tell you what, we're having a few little technical issues up here at the Cobden Recreation Reserve. Final quarter is underway, and you wouldn't believe it, but the Bombers have gone bang, bang, and Mickey Coronis is about to kick a third. Drayton's kicked 2 to start this final quarter. Mickey Coronis comes in, pulls it to the left, so it's a 21-point lead to the Cobden Bombers. They go to 10-12-72. The Terang Mortlake Bloods are 7-9-51. So we apologise. We've had a technical glitch up here, but we are working feverishly in the background to get this feed back up and going. So I'm currently doing this off my mobile phone, believe it or not. It is 2025. You've got to love it. And the Cobden Bombers go into attack once again. Long kick goes forward. Bouncing football goes out of bounds. So Cobden have been doing all the attacking to start this final quarter. The breeze has well and truly dropped here at the Cobden Recreation Reserve, but Drayton has turned it on the first 5 minutes. But this game is well and truly still on in earnest, that is for sure. Handball comes out. Hutchins, that's Darcy. Steps through a bit of traffic, but kick not good. It's been cut off by young Edmund Walsh on that far out of side. So he's right on 50. Testing, you'd think, for length. Beautiful kick. And he spots up a teammate who's taken a nice mark about 25 metres out on a slight angle. And he will go back. And it is the first gamer, Ryan Mottram, who's got the opportunity, I reckon, to really drive a nail into the coffin of the Terang Mortlake Bloods here at the Cobden Recreation Reserve. So Mottram, 25 metres out. This is for 3 goals in under 6 minutes in this final quarter. And the Bombers like it. And they get around him in his first senior game, Mottram. And they come from everywhere. And I tell you what, Cobden, they go to 11-12-78. Terang Mortlake a 7-9-51. And that is on the National Tiles scoreboard. And that is really hard now for Terang Mortlake to come back from this one, you would imagine. And I can't really hand the phone around. It's just me doing it solo. So we're hopeful of getting this stream back up and going. Not too far away. Our man Logs is working feverishly behind the scenes. So ball back in the middle of the ground here. Balled up. Walsh wins it down, coming through is Pekin. Oh, he has been magnificent this afternoon. So Paulie Pekin, long kick forward. Mickey K, the big Mets. And Big Mickey pulls in a screamer. And Mickey will go back and he'll kick this goal. This is for number 5. And Mickey K will win this game for the Cobden Bombers. And you boys are filming me. I cannot believe this, but I'm talking off the mobile phone. Oh, he scooted off the side of the boot. Mickey, what's he done, son? And Cobden go to 11-13-79. Terang Mortlake 7-9-51. That is on the National Tiles scoreboard. And it is all going at the Cobden Recreation Reserve. And I'm not going to have a voice by the end of this, I reckon, boys. Beautiful kick that time by Arundel to Maloney, who lit it up in that third quarter. He kicked 3 goals. Handball misses the target that time. Arundel good enough to go get it, driven into the ground. And umpire Mickey Lowther in game number 750 says, give it to me, boys. We are going to have a ball up. Big crowd here, Farmers Day. Don't forget the hay run. It's nearly on it. Cambound will finish about 5 o'clock tonight. Pekin just shrugs off Taylor. He gets a handball further afield to Roberts. High up and under. Mickey's a target again. Just goes through the midst. Good defensive punch that time by Will Maloney. And umpire Steve Walker says, let's have a ball up. So Walker at the top of the 10-yard square. The Bombers, they've stretched their lead. 11-13-79. Terang Mortlake 7-9-51. The Hutchins brothers combining. Handball over the top. McLeod just overruns the football. Coming through is Walsh. Wrapped up in a strong tackle. And this has been a good response by the Bombers because they were pressured at 3-quarter time. And they have come out and they have responded in a big way. 2 goals to Matty Drayton has set this final quarter alight for the Cobden Bombers. Well, coming through there was Ewland. Hit that pack at pace. It's hard calling it by itself, boys. Just told him, I'm just going to pass it over Trent Hill. You got to go, big fella.
Oh, you're a good man, Matty. I'll tell you what, they've had another shot at goal, and they've nailed it, the Cobden Bombers. And I reckon it might have been that man, Mickey Coronius, again. That's 5 for the big man, so they are starting this final term with absolute all guns blazing, and that's their 4th of this final term. We'll just wait for the national tile scoreboard to pop back up. It's 12-13-85. They lead by 34 points, 7-9-51, and we've ticked over 9 minutes in this final term. But Coronius causing some damage, along with Matty Drayton. They have been two of the big dangerous forwards. But the ball movement by the Bombers has been second to none. Their clearance work in the centre corridor has been terrific. So we'll go again. Walsh up against Buck. Buck got the tap down. Walsh follows up to try and get the football out. He's wrapped up, not going anywhere by Vickers. And we'll go once again with umpire Ash Jennings. So they go again. No one got a real clear fingertip on that one. Louis Taylor tried to move it forward. In there is Hutchins as well. So the A-grade is trying to create something for the Bloods. Loose football spills out of the pack, but umpire Jennings has called for a stoppage. A true centre-half forward for the Terang Mortlake Bloods. So 34 points to the margin. It's been a great start to this final term. Louis Taylor goes again. In there is Matt Baxter. Flicks out the handball, looking for Tyler Vickers. He's wrapped up by Herschel. Not going anywhere. Umpire Jennings will just resume play once again. So Walsh has had a lot of the football in the ruck. He's done some great tap work. Head high, shoulder tackle, and it's a free kick. It's going to go to Luke Smith, who's been enormous for Cobden this afternoon.
Oh, Trenny Hill, absolutely magnificent this afternoon. And our man Possum Kelly on the boundary, all thanks to B&B Furniture Plus Mobility and Movement Solutions. He has been enormous this afternoon as well. Good mark taken that time by young Hobbs. He squares it up further afield to Slater. Slater goes down. Zeke Reeves takes a nice mark, plays on quickly to Arundel, goes inboard. Oh, a nice mark taken by Vickers. And Xavier Vickers will go back and have a shot 45, 48 metres out. And the Koroit Saints have got their home 9-8-62, South Warrnambool 4-6-30. That's all thanks to Matco Hire. Portland, Tigers are 8-9-57. Hamilton Kangaroos 4-5-29. And that is all thanks to Matco Hire around the grounds. North Warrnambool Eagles, 8-9. That is the Warrnambool Blues, 8-9-57, leading the Eagles 7-7-49. So it is game on up at the Reed Oval. And the Canberra down at Magpies, they are 9-3-57. They are leading the Port Fairy Seagulls 3-2-20. That is all thanks to Matco Hire around the grounds. So the Warrnambool Blues, gee whiz, that'll be a big win if they can defeat the North Warrnambool Eagles. Give them a little bit of breathing space in that top three in particular. If Terang Mortlake drop this one. The Saints, though, they're the ones that are charging. They're deep in the forward pocket. Blood's got a chance to bring this margin back. Alex Maloney copped a little bit of attention, not happy either. Oh, good mark. Good mark, young Hobbs on the end of it. And really good mitts in the end. He's only a young kid, and he's going to go back and have a shot. He's going to kick around the body, Hamish Hobbs. Only a young kid, but I'll tell you what, he showed a little bit today. So Hamish Hobbs, he's on a tight angle, runs around, snap around the body, hits the post. Bad luck, young gun. And the Bloods go to 7-10-52. They trail the Cobden Bombers 12-13-85. It's going to be a tough road back here, but a nice strong mark there by Harvey Roberts for the Bloods.
So Roberts goes back inside forward 50, Maloney territory. Good punch away by Sam Lucas. That's just going to carry over the boundary line. We'll have a boundary throw in. So another repeat inside forward 50 for the Bloods. 13 minutes gone, but it has been a quarter controlled by the Cobden Bombers with 4 goals. Baronius and Drayton causing some absolute havoc. So good boundary throw in by umpire Pedler. Maloney awaiting. Loose football. Here comes Maloney. Fed out the handball, but just didn't quite hit his teammate in the end. Herschel's wrapped up by Vickers, who's a tackling machine for the Bloods. And he wasn't going anywhere, and we'll go once again for a stoppage with umpire Jennings. So Zeke Reeves in the ruck this time around. Coming through there nicely was Roberts. Got the kick outside, defensive 50. Meeting it there was Smith, tried to feed the handball out, chasing it up. Max Heffernan in there for the Terang Mortlake Bloods along half forward, and the ball goes over the boundary line. No, it's going to just stay in with the umpire. It was a stoppage before it went over the boundary line. We'll have a throw up. Still about 45 metres out from Terang Mortlake's goal. Big jump, no clear, decisive tap out from either ruckman. A free kick's been awarded to the Cobden Bombers. We're just waiting for the play to get up, Matty Kemp. So Matty Kemp, who's had an enormous day-to-day playing on Louis Taylor, going head-to-head. No, it's going to go back. It's going to go to Gus Walsh. So the big ruckman, who's been terrific this afternoon, just looks to get it outside defensive 50. They jump at it. Coronius, third man in line. Nice bit of work there by Louis Darcy. Picked it up and handballed it over the top. Boundary line beats them all right in front of that national title scoreboard. At 15-minute mark of this final term, it's 12-13-85 Cobden, leading the Bloods 7-10-52.
Super stuff. And if you're joining us for the first time, a few technical glitches. We're calling off the mobile phone. That is right. Unbelievable scenes up here at Cobden Recreation Reserve. But the Bombers, they have been enormous all game, and I reckon they're going to get the job done. Quick kick comes forward, bouncing football, running onto it. There's another one. Beautiful, and it's that man Mottram. And Ryan Mottram gets his second in game number 1, and the Cobden Bombers, they are home, and they will get the job done against Terang Mortlake Bloods this afternoon. They go to 13-13-91. The Bloods are 7-10-52, and that is on the national tile scoreboard. And the league contracting time clock, we've ticked over 16 minutes. And what a final term, in particular, for Drayton and Mottram, a couple of young guns at the Cobden Bombers. And that is as good as you'll see. Good, quick ball movement. And Cobden getting the job done here. They were challenged at three-quarter time by the Bloods, but they have absolutely charged home to finish this contest with a flurry. That game up at the Reed Oval, that's going to be the one. North Warrnambool Eagles trailing the Warrnambool Blues. That'll be a big victory for the Blues if they can get the job done. Ball goes forward again for Cobden. A little bit of handball action. Crawley, he's wrapped up in a strong tackle. Could have been pushed into the back, and umpire Mickey Lowther in game number 750 says you're spot on. Kick has to be good. It's not. Guess who's there? Mottram, snap on goal. No. I think he's missed everything. He has missed everything, and you're not going to believe it, but we're going to go around the grounds. I don't know how this is going to work, but we are going around the grounds, all thanks to Matco Hire. Let's go to Ash Kelson up at the friendlies. Ash, South Warrnambool v Karoo. What's the latest, mate? We might have lost him. We might have lost Ash. Let's go to Skeeter Cannon at the Reed Oval. This is the close one, Skeet. What's the latest up there, buddy?
Yeah, it's about 12 minutes into the last quarter, Matty, and it's Warrnambool leading 1964 to North Warrnambool 8-7-55.
Gee whiz. That is a big lead. How long to play do you reckon, Skeeter? About 20 minutes?
Yeah, the quarter's been going about 30, Matt, so probably about 18 minutes, I reckon. Yeah, but North Warrnambool are just lining up for goal through Sam McLaughlin.
Right, so the Eagles lining up through Sammy McLaughlin. We might keep you there, Skeet, because that'll bring that margin back to about 4 points, I reckon. So we'll keep you on the line there, Skeet, and see if McLaughlin slots this goal. That is the close game up at the Reed Oval this afternoon.
He's put it out of bounds on the full.
He's kicked it out of bounds on the full, Sammy McLaughlin. So we'll come back to Skeet, and we will keep up to date with that score. But the Saints look like they are going to get the job done against South Warrnambool, so they are charging. Cobden are going to get the job done over Terang Mortlake. It's been a big final quarter. Back here, Alex Maloney takes a nice mark. He's been good in this second half. Been good all game, to be honest, for the Bloods. Kicks 3 in the third quarter. And I'm just getting word we're alive in the quaddie, boys. We are alive in the quad. In-flight gets the job done. So we are alive in the quaddie. Final leg numbers, guys. Final leg numbers, what do we got? Is it 5 and 15 in the final leg? 5 and 15. We'll get the quaddie approximates in a minute. But I'll tell you what, Jez O'Donnell, we might be sitting on something. It's about 19 or 20%, I think. So fingers crossed we can get a little result for Jez O'Donnell and the boys playing at home. So here you go, the Cobden Bombers again through foul. He's been resolute in defence. That's Walsh. That's Campbell Walsh. Squares it up, I reckon, to Hewland. Been magnificent. He's got a running Walsh who goes further afield, and you wouldn't believe it. That's young Campbell Walsh who followed up as well. So the Little Brigade, he's going to go back inboard, and this is the Hickey. Plays on quickly, kicks long and strong, bouncing football. And it has gone to the square, top of the square, quicker in the body. No, goes through for a minor score. So Cobden, 13-14-92. Terang Mortlake, a 7-10-52. We've played 20 minutes. That's on the National Tile scoreboard. And we are calling this final quarter off our mobile phones.
Great job, Matt. So half back for the Terang Mortlake Bloods. Had the ball in hand. It's Hobbs who looks to get it moving forward, but the pressure applied was good by the Bombers. Vickers, that was Tyler. Handball's out. Kick comes off the side of the boot in the direction of Maloney and Lucas, and it beats them both over the boundary line. We'll have a boundary throw. And right in front of that Monk & Son Ag Services sign, great supporter of the Hampton Football Netball League for 2025. So 13-14-92. Cobden has been a big last term. Coronius, Mottram and Drayton all hitting the scoreboard. 7-10-52 for Terang Mortlake. Other games, a 42-point lead to Camperdown nearing half-time, and the Portland Tigers leading comfortably over the Hamilton Kangaroos in their match over at Hamlin Park. So it ticked over 20 minutes here in this final term. Big day here at the Cobden Rec Reserve. Farmers Day. Henry Robertson and the Cobden executive done a great job putting on a great out for our local farmers, that is for sure. Tyler Vickers gets the ball moving forward. Great kick into the direction of Maloney, and he looks to play on. He sold him. He was going to tell him he was going to go back over to the mark, but he went and played on. And a fourth goal for Alex Maloney in this second half, and a consolation for the Bloods. They go to 8-10-58, trailing the Bombers 13-14-92 as we've ticked over 21 minutes. And some good body of their work there by the big fella. But I'll tell you what, it's been all the Bombers in this final term.
Oh, yes, it has, Hilly. That is for sure. And we're still waiting to get those quarter approximates because the sting's gone out of this one. And we will get an updated score to it, the Reed Oval, because that is the close game. Now, they tell me Connor Byrne has taken an absolute hanger. Connor Byrne, mark of the year, they reckon, up at the Friendly Societies Park. So we might have to have a look at that one during the week, Hilly, on the Hammond League Live replay games. Free kick's been plucked out here. Advantage played. It's Peekett straight out of the guts. Jeez, he's been good, Paulie Peekett, this afternoon. His centre clearance work's been unbelievable. So's Luke Smith. Beautiful kick to Parker Walsh. And Parker Walsh will go back and have a shot. Right on the 50-metre arc, it might test him for distance. Goes short, realised, and that was a beautiful kick in the end. And he spots up a teammate, and that is Harrison Herschel. I think it might be. Just waiting for him to turn around to get the number. It's actually Thomas Roberts. So Roberts will go back and slot another one. This quarter has been a domination by the Cobden Bombers. He's 30 metres out, directly in front. Comes in, Roberts. Wynn brings it back. Another one, and Cobden go to 14-14-98. The Bloods are 8-10-58, and the Cobden Bombers are home. Let's go around the grounds. I think we might have Skeeter Cannon up at the Reed Oval. Skeeter, North Warrnambool taking on the Warrnambool Blues. What's the latest? All thanks to Matt Cohire.
Yeah, North Warrnambool got the last goal, Matty, through the snooze man, and they go to 9-7-61, trailing Warrnambool 9-10-64.
Gee whiz, 3-point lead to the Blues. How long have we played in the last quarter, mate?
18 minutes, Matty.
18 minutes, so we've still got at least 10 minutes to play, you would imagine, up at the Reed Oval. I don't know whether Ash Kelson's there up at the friendlies, Karoit and South Warrnambool. Ash, what's the latest up there, buddy?
I'm here this time, sorry about that. 21-minute mark, she's all over here. Karoit are playing very well. Just saw the mark in the air by young Connor Byrne, was up in the air for about 30 seconds. Great mark. 10-9-69 Karoit, all over here. South Warrnambool 6-6-42 at the 22-minute mark.
Beautifully done, Ash. And, I've got a text message saying that young Connor Byrne took one of the greatest marks they've seen. So I can't wait to see that one on the highlight reel tonight. Our man Logs will be all over that. And he's all over me at the moment, to be honest. Trying furiously in between my legs just to get this this equipment up and going here. So if you can take a picture in the commentary box, it'll be very, very funny, I reckon. But doing a power work behind the scenes. But Hilly, she's all over here. The Cobden Bombers are going to get the job done.
Oh, they are, Matt. They've played a great last quarter, that is for sure. 14-14-98 to 8-11-59. 25 minutes almost ticked over on the league contracting time clock. And they'll get their third win of the season, which is absolutely terrific for the Cobden Bombers. So the tap down from Hobbs was good. Lurking around that boundary line wing on that outer side. And it's going to be a free kick. Goes to Slater. So they're one of the young guns for the Bloods. Looks to go centre corridor. Fire from Buck was good. Didn't quite bring it down in the end. Here they go, Heffernan, inside forward 50. No one there. It's going to be a running race. Vickers up against Lucas. He did well, Tyler. Vickers, he's socketed into his advantage. He's got two to take on. Gets the ball, and he's wrapped up straight away. And we'll have a stoppage inside forward 50. That right forward pocket for Terang Mortlake. So that open forward line just didn't quite work for him in the end. But defensively, they did really well, the Cobden Bombers. So Gus Walsh up against Buck. Walsh got the tap down. And all wrapped up with Geordie Fowler. And we'll go once again. So we're nearing the end of this round 12 fixture between the Cobden Bombers and Terang Mortlake. Buck with the tap down. Molan coming through. Smith, who's had a lot of it this afternoon. Certainly a Matthews Petroleum player of that A contender. And the ball triples over the boundary line. Well, once again, for yet another boundary throw in. So 14-14-98 to 8-11-59. Mickey Coronius with 5. 2 goals to Mottram, 3 to Matty Drayton being the majors for the Cobden Bombers, whilst Alex Maloney's kicked 4 of the 8 for Terang Mortlake this afternoon. Umpire Jennings throws it up. Buck grabs it out of the ruck. Looks to go towards the boundary line to a teammate. And a free kick's been awarded, and it's going to go to Max Heffernan, the youngster for Terang Mortlake. He'll have a shot. Right forward pocket. Not an easy kick, but he is a bit of a notable goal kicker, certainly in junior football, Max Heffernan, over the last couple of seasons. So he'll kick from 25 out, 45-degree angle, and not the preferred side for a right footer. So he's going to go to the check side. Comes in, keeps it low, and it hits the goal line, but stays right for a minor score. So 8-12-60 the Bloods, 14-14-98 Cobden Bombers, 27 minutes gone in this final term.
Great call, Hilly. Absolutely magnificent. You wouldn't believe it. We are calling this off our mobile phone. Just passing the phone around. It takes me back to the old days. We've done an outside broadcast Thursday night footy up at the South Warrnambool Football Club rooms, and the gear went down and we had to do it all night off the mobile. It was embarrassing. But today, we have gone next level. So bouncing football goes out of bounds. We're going to have a ball off centre wing. And the Cobden Bombers, this has been a really good hard-fought victory. 14-14-98. The Bloods, 8-12-60. National Tile Scoreboard. Farmers Day up here. It's been brilliant. Pre-game, we had Sam Walsh. Great chat with Sammy too. He's an absolute ripper. And don't forget those hay bales will be making their way into Camperdown, not too far away too. Magnificent sight. You can see that on Facebook on the socials. So far out of sight. Here's the Bloods. Matty Baxter. He goes short. Good punch away from Vickers. Coming through there was Toby Harris. And umpire Steve Walker says, nope, we will have a ball up. So it's a 38-point lead here to the Cobden Bombers. We're taking into junk time now on the league contracting time clock. Big fist. Geez, Buck's been good. And we start thinking about Matthews Petroleum Player of the Day. Been some good plays from both teams today. Nice mark by Slater. He goes further afield to Vickers. I reckon this man's been good, Xavier Vickers. He has been sensational this afternoon for Terang Mortlake for 4 quarters. He kicks further afield. Alex Maloney used his body well
He's kicked 4 out of 8, 3 in the third quarter. He's going to go back and try and kick his 5th. He has been magnificent, Alex Maloney. He's going to kick from just inside 50. If you're joining us for the first time, we're live in the quaddie. So we've got 2 legs, or 2 horses in the final leg to get a result for Jeremy O'Donnell, who we're playing for this afternoon. Comes in, kicks on its way. Gee whiz, that is absolutely beautiful. And Alex has been magnificent, and he kicks his 5th for Terang Mortlake. They go to 9-12-66. They trail Cobden 14-14-98. And 5 goals to Alex Maloney, and he's played half the game down back. It has been a magnificent performance. We might try and get Skeeter Cannon on the phone, all thanks to Matt Cohire, for Around the Grounds. That's the close one, Warrnambool and North Warrnambool Eagles. The Blues are up by 3 points up at the Royal Oval against the Eagles. That would be a big victory. So umpire Mick Laufer back in the middle in game number 750. Let's go around the grounds. And I think we've got our man Skeeter Cannon there, Skeet up at the Royal Oval. What's the latest up there, Skeet? There can't be long to play.
25 minutes in the last quarter, and North Warrnambool have hit the front. And, Liam Anders just had a shot on goal and just missed. So North Warrnambool moved to 10-9-69, leading Warrnambool 9-10-64.
Wow, so the Eagles have hit the front, so they are 5 points up on the Blues. So that game is going right down the wire. I'll tell you what, the Blues, a victory, I reckon, would see them be hard to kind of displace out of the top 3 if they can get the job done this afternoon. Back here, and there's the siren, and that is the final score. So Cobden, 14-14-98. They defeat Terang Mortlake 9-12-66 on the National Tile scoreboard. And what a victory by the Cobden Bombers to take this one out. As I said, they were challenged at 3/4 time. The Floods got this game back to under a kick. But they answered, and they answered in a big way. And they will get the job done this afternoon. So well done to the Cobden Bombers. And unfortunately, we are off the mobile. So I can't do much more than have a little bit of a chat here. Back here in the commentary box, we're feverishly trying to work things out, but all to no avail as yet. So what I might do is I might throw to an ad break, and we will come back with a post-game wrap. All thanks to Conquest Pools and Bojangles Pizza and Pasta, and also that final leg of the quad coming up at Caulfield.
3YBFM's Hampton League Live.
For our broadcast partners, Warrnambool Nissan, Badeness Rural, McDonald's Warrnambool Eastern Central, Sungold Fresh Local Milk, and Harvey Norman Warrnambool.